Alright, that should be us live.
What the buck is up, every pony?
Hello.
Today is a special day, for we have reached a very sexy milestone. We are now at 69, and things are going to be nice. In celebration of our 69th session, Lightning Streak and Alexandrite Beacon have decided to be celibate.
No, we're going to ERP on stream. It's the only time we're allowed.
They have opted instead to simply hold hooves, but only in private.
What, are you kidding me?
That response.
Lightning, we need to get the spell that actually gives us hands so we can actually hold hands.
What is it?
Polymorph and turn us both into humanoids so we can ride, nope, that's all I have.
No, I don't think so.
Alright, let's move. Alright, so let's grab. You guys were all in the city, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
So, I believe everybody has hopefully leveled up. You have plenty of time to do that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yes, I believe we have.
Alright, so last session I believe everybody reunited. You informed about the airship being slightly outside the city behind a barn. I think most you guys were still kind of planning exactly what you were going to do next and how you were going to go about that.
I think...
Didn't we come up with a plan of action, Rory, and that was to get,
We were going to go to Steel and then make a little round trip towards all the places we still need to deliver letters to.
I think we decided on getting the letters first, then picking Steel up when we were.
I think it's good.
Later.
Wait. I think one of the towns is actually on the way to Steel, so we can go there quickly on the way.
yeah, that sounds like the better option, because the longer Steel's alone with that artifact, the more danger he's in.
Well, looking at your quest list that somebody has nicely put together for you, kind of important is deliver letter to St. Moon's Reach, deliver letter to Clovenheim, get airship battle ready, adopt Steel, yeet the humans. Sort of important. Make Milkfist forget about Galloping Down. Find out why Steel has marbles in his chest. Go to Tempest and ruin the whole campaign. Kill Kara. Heal my wife. Collectibles. Finish reading those 10 books about Ruined. Ruins 9 miles east of Clovenheim. Something near Mudville. Mafia. Revive Doom Rider and make amends.
Let's cross that one out.
Oh god. It sounds like... Nightshine, are you the one that wrote the quest list?
Yes.
Oh, I kind of figured it was you.
Let's cross out that bottom one. Let's not revive Doom Rider.
A little too late to revive him. We could re-resurrect him.
Actually, he's been dead for a while, so I'm not sure we can.
You also removed his head, so...
Yeah, we burned his head. We destroyed his brain.
Yeah, that's why I said probably resurrection's more the path we are going to take if we do that.
Let's not.
I think you need the stronger one than Resurrection. Because you still need the body whole to use Resurrection. You probably need true Resurrection.
Doesn't Resurrection just put him in a new body, or?
I don't think so. I think that you can revive them if they've been years old.
only
But I think the body still needs to be intact.
Oh. And that's only if they've been dead for a certain amount of time, which Doom Rider has definitely surpassed.
Do I look like a caster to you?
You're a paladin.
And how many times have I actually casted spells?
What spells do you actually have? I'm curious.
Let's see. Today I have mostly just. All right. Let's see here. My level 1 spells are Bless and Sun Metal, and my level 2 spell is Weapon of Awe.
Alright, well, with that little detour of your spells, the important question is, what are you guys doing as you wake up in the morning, ready to face the next day?
To the ship.
Yep. For the ship.
Milk Thistle's still in the temple. That's where he spent his night.
Oh, damn it.
He's been struck with inspiration, so he's going to contact, probably not Midnight Vision because he's asleep, but one of the higher-ranking priests to see if there's any scripts and texts on crafting wondrous items, and he's going to see if he can take those with him and study them.
If you just want information on how to go about doing it, there will be things like that, yes. If you're looking for something in particular, depends what it is.
Probably just basic stuff.
Okay, then they'll have that sort of thing. So, easy enough.
And I spent the night outside the library, sleeping and writing.
Well, the library will open up fairly early in the morning, so you'll be able to get in pretty quick.
Yay.
Alexandra and Lightning were making headboards rattle.
Alex, I'm still tied up. Can you help?
Of course. We'll start to untire.
Bernie's gonna be in the tavern, or the sitting area, eating a little bit of a trail ration of his.
Well, I mean, Opal will more than happy serve you food if you actually want food.
Alright, sure. Why not?
I mean,
So you're the replacement now.
Yeah. So he'll order something and he'll just be waiting for the rest.
Opal will mention that that she didn't hear or see Nightshine come back, and pretty sure that the room is empty.
Well, honestly, the way that Nightshine looked last night when he left, he kind of looked like he needed to be on his own for a bit. He should be alright, though.
Well, she gives a nod, and we'll go and get you some breakfast.
Alex and Lightning probably come down.
Mhm.
Hey, Ben.
Ah, good morning. You two slept well?
We had a full rest, if that's what you mean.
Mm-hmm.
Hope we didn't keep you up.
Oh, no, I tend to sleep on and off. Been waking up every, 30 minutes, hour and 30 minutes. Simply looked out the window and went back to sleep. The sky is, oddly, I don't know, something about the stars seems off, but it's nothing we shouldn't worry about, I don't think.
Maybe we're running out of time.
I don't think so, but something about them just seemed odd.
In what way?
I can't really describe it. It seemed odd to me. Then again, I've been studying them for years, so...
Well, if you have any input, you can always tell us.
Yeah, this is true. Please, sit down. I'm just waiting on breakfast.
Oh,
Alexander. See?
I've been studying a bit of ruminant, and I think I might have their language down.
Hmm.
So maybe I can figure out what's going on with these goggles finally.
Huh. That's pretty good of you. I mean, I may know a couple languages myself, but Ruminant is not one of them.
I know Fiendish as well. I kind of want to pick that up. But I guess if we ever run into a fiend,
Alex concern rising.
I'm trying to remember where I picked it up, but echo.
I mean, I know Abyssal and Ashikan, so that's what you get for traveling with a samurai for most of your life.
Yeah.
Alexandra just feels dumb.
Do you know
Colonel
any
Gib-
languages, Alex?
No, just common and Sylvan.
Oh.
Bird will give his adopted brother a reassuring pat on the shoulder. It's okay, you just need to practice learning some linguistics, that's all. After all, knowledge is a good thing to have. In order to best your enemies, you must know them.
Sorry, that was a really bad place to just put a bunch of chips in my mouth.
Oh,
Yeah.
You mentioned the stars were having an issue. Maybe you can show us sometime.
Maybe. I mean, it was very, very faint. But I don't think it's a big deal yet. Could be something to look into. I'll just have checked tonight, see what I can see, and then I'll show both of you. All things pending.
Now we just need to find milk and night shine.
So, either of you know where Night Shine might have ran off to?
Oh, he'll show up.
Knowing him, probably a pond.
That's
Milk Thistle is probably going to be easier to find. He'll be at the temple.
yeah, probably.
Yeah. That's what I'd assume.
I went with him to see the nightmare for you.
Yeah, how'd that go?
Quite well, actually. They gave me some pretty interesting advice.
And how about if they try to recruit you into their religion?
They did it.
Well,
I made it quite clear I wasn't ready to answer the question of which god do I support that night.
well, any advice is good advice, truth be told.
Yes.
Milk Thistle walks in through the front door of Opal's Tavern. He seems to be in pretty good spirits this morning.
Ah, milk.
Ah, please, do join us.
Good morning.
Morning.
I understand that we're in a hurry, but I was wondering if all of you would join me for a banquet this evening.
Oh?
I've made arrangements with the Nightmare to slow down the army, similar to how Alexandrite slowed down the demon that we're chasing. I got the idea from him, in fact.
See.
This is a this is a very interesting thing. I never thought that you could slow down a demon, let alone an army.
I guess you're evoking the god's favors for something.
I'm not quite sure even how I've done it. So.
With the right prayer and offering, almost anything is possible. But I want to have a chance for all of us to get together to sit down and see if we can all come into an agreement.
Sure.
In the meantime, Lightning, I have some shopping I need to get done. Since you're holding the majority of our funds, I'm going to need 40 platinum pieces.
40 platinum? Do we have that much? We have
I would-
35.
Did you not convert all the gold into platinum?
If I converted the rest of the gold into the platinum, we would have 36 platinum pieces.
We had
Oh.
over 4,000 pieces. If you recall, I did trust the currency over to you for this purpose.
When was that?
That was a while back.
That was back when we fought the
Okay.
Valkyrie, and you converted the gold into platinum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need 400 gold to buy the raw materials I need to craft scrolls, the ones that I've used up so far.
Yeah, I think the problem is we did have a bit of a nothing.
Well,
A lot of the
You broke up terribly. I didn't catch any of that.
we had a shopping spree, and I think a lot of gold went into it.
yeah, that sounds about right.
How much can you spare?
We did buy medical
Well,
items.
Burned can
I believe
offer 200
and haversack.
because he took 300 out of the stash that he gave Lightning. So he'll give Milk Thistle 200.
All right.
Yeah, the handy haversack and bag of holding we have, I took most of that money.
I see.
Oh, but it looks like Burn is giving you something. Hang on,
Yeah.
did we...
I took like
I need 200 gold or 20 platinum.
Oh, 8.
I took Burned to ask for 300 of his gold at the end of the last session. It was said that it was a sure thing.
Yeah.
So, give Milk Thistle 200 of his gold. Here,
And like with 20 flat.
every little bit helps.
Oh, also, I think I've learned how...
You learn how to
I've
walk.
learned the invisibility spell. I learned the invisibility spell.
Nice.
That should help out quite a bit.
All right. So between burned and lightning,
Man, sorcerers.
Yeah.
All right.
Wait, what was that?
I was asking between burn and lightning. The two of you gave me what I need, correct?
Yeah. So
Yes.
200 from me.
And 200.
Didn't use all your money for?
Milk Thistle gave all of his share from the Bahir.
I mean, Burn.
Yeah, I had money, but remember, I handed it to Lightning for safekeeping. And I ended up taking 300 at the end of last session from my stash. So 200 of that went to Milk Thistle just now.
Milk Thistle is going to walk up to the bar and ask to speak to Opal. Is she there?
Yeah, Opal's about. She's just putting She's just pottering around and what have you in the kitchen, getting people breakfast. So you can easily call her out, and she'll come out and see to you.
Morning, Opal. Are you familiar with the nobleman's son, Crystal Heart?
I know of him, but I don't know him.
Do you happen to know what his favorite drink is?
No. I mean, you're looking to buy him a drink?
A fine bottle.
Well, I mean, you normally can't go wrong with spirits and stuff, I assume. If you try wines, then you could be wrong. If you tend to go for spirits, like bourbon or whiskey or something like that, you're probably good.
What are the best brands of brandy that you have?
She looks at her little bit of sparse shelving. Nothing to that caliber, at least not at the moment, not since the fire. I lost all my good stuff, and it takes time to build back up.
Is there a specialty shop in town that sells alcohol?
Oh, there's definitely a few places around that you'll be able to find.
Who would you recommend?
Probably the Tipsy Pony, to be honest. That's probably the best place you can go.
Alright, I'll be on my way then, thank you. And Milk Thistle's gonna venture out the door and make his way to the Tipsy Pony. But then he realizes he doesn't know where the Tipsy Pony is, so he's gonna step back inside. Lightning, where's the Tipsy Pony?
Do I know where the Tipsy Pony is?
You probably do. It's probably one of the more popular drinking places what do sell purchasable alcohol and stuff. You've probably gone there a few times.
Right.
It is in the sort of main shopping district, which is just north of here, over where absolutely everything is and all that.
Okay, then I will give the location of the Tipsy Pony.
Alright. Then Milk Thistle's gonna go to the Tipsy Pony, and he's gonna walk inside. Are they open?
Yeah, they will be open. Not long open, but they'll be open.
Alright. Milk Thistle, does he find the owner?
You probably won't find the owner, but you'll probably find somebody who's in there who's able to help you.
Alright. Milk Thistle says, "Good morning."
Oh, morning. Looking to wet your whistle already?
I'm actually looking for a gift to wet someone else's whistle. I need to apologize to a noble, specifically Crystal Heart, the son of the noble councilman.
Ooh.
I'm not sure what his favorite drink is, but I want to find an appropriately gifted spirit to help settle things between him and I.
Well, we have definitely a small selection that probably would perk the interest of a noble. Oh, cat attack. What are you doing? Alright, hopefully nothing goes flying. He goes, well, we've got a few things. He basically takes you over to a cabinet which is clearly locked, and there are a number of different bottles in there. All of them have their own really nice and fancy case for them as well as the bottles are not your standard bottle shape. They have quite unique designs and shapes, so they definitely will stand out.
Does Crystal Ember shop here?
If he does, he probably sends a servant, and they've not mentioned they're shopping for them personally. It's not often you'll get nobles who will do their own shopping.
Looking at the options for brandy specifically, what do I see?
You're probably going to have two options. One of them is actually really expensive. It's looking at 500 gold pieces, but there is one in there for 95 gold pieces.
That won't do. Alright. Go wrong with wine. Five 500's pushing it too far. Okay. Besides brandy, what do we have between 100 and 150 in value?
You will have two choices actually. One of them is 120, and that is a whiskey, and the other one, which is what is it? 1 second, I'm forgetting what the other choice was. What's that spirit called?
Cognac.
That'll be the one. That is 150.
I think I'm spelling that correctly. No, I'm not. There we go. Just had to move the G. Milk Thistle looks at the cognac. At an appraisal of 20, just taking a 10, would that be a fair price for it, fair market value?
Okay, so you're just appraising, taking 10 out. You looking over the whole shelf, or you
The cognac.
just the cognac? Okay. So looking at that, as far as you can tell, you think it's a fair price.
And it does come with its own fancy case and whatnot.
Yep. It's the box. It's a nice box. What has cushioning in it for the bottle, and it does come with a sealable top. So it is a nice case fully.
Milk Thistle will smile and say, "I'll take the cognac."
Excellent choice. If you head your way to the counter, we will get it out and boxed for you.
Very well.
They will have to disappear out the back to fetch a key, at which point they will come, unlock it, and then they will obviously start taking it out and basically packing it up. They will bring it over to their little counter and will tell you that is 150 gold pieces.
Milk Thistle will count out 15 platinum coins.
He will basically watch you count it and go, excellent, well, have a good day, and hope you come back soon.
Milk Thistle gives a nod of his head, puts the cognac bottle and case into his bag of holding. And since Milk Thistle's been in this area before, would he have come across a tannery, place where he can sell the tiger skin?
The tanneries and stuff would be outside of the city because they're not the most pleasant of smelling places.
True. All right. In that case, Milk Thistle is going to go to, what's that place called, of everything?
Absolutely everything, yeah.
He's going to go to absolutely everything, and he's going to give his list that he needs for, let us see. I totaled everything up on the calculator, which is 400 for crafting, but he's going to be crafting a scroll of comprehend languages, a scroll of dispel magic, let's see, one scroll of hold person, a scroll of make whole, 2 scrolls of mending, and a scroll of obscuring mist. And totaling that up is 800, so the crafting is going to be 400.
Yeah, he will be able to sell you scroll making supplies.
And Milk Thistle will ask him, do you also have the materials I need to craft a Pearl of Power?
A pearl of power.
It's a 1,000 gold item, so he needs 500.
Yeah, He'll be able to sell you magical components to be able to craft it. Which would include a pearl and stuff. So that stuff he can sell you.
Alright, then that total will be 900. Which is 90 platinum. Okay.
He does say, I think I might have smelt. I think I might have found a buyer for your artifact.
Milk Thistle is going to try to remember the artifact that was being sold. He doesn't remember.
It's basically the stapler.
Oh, that one. I'll be sure to inform Nightshine as soon as I see him.
He gives a nod. Well, still negotiations and stuff, but possibly. Can't tell you sort of prices yet. But we'll see what it comes out as.
I'm sure he'll be excited to find out.
Well, I will let you know if anything changes.
Alright, so the total is 900 gold, correct?
Yes, that is my math as well.
Alright, Milk Thistle is going to count out 200 gold pieces and an additional 70 platinum coins.
Okay, I'm back.
He
Welcome
will happily take your money, and he will hand you over all the components and stuff that you need to make your scrolls and to make your item.
Alright, and where are the tanneries located?
You need to go. If you go out the south side and head to the west, you should find them down there. Near where basically the abandoned sector is.
Milk Thistle looks to the shopkeeper. Given that I'm a little pressed for time, I do have a fresh tiger skin if you'd be willing to pay a good value for it.
I probably... I'm guessing because you're looking for a tannery, it's not been treated or anything.
Correct.
I probably could throw 100 gold your way. That'll probably make it worth my time.
20 on appraisal, is that a fair price? Considering the condition.
In its current condition, you'll be lucky to get any more. If you go to other places what might be looking for that sort of thing, you probably could. Once it's been treated, it would definitely go for about 500.
Right. Yeah, just to save time, Milk Thistle will understand it needs to go down in price just a little bit. Alright. I'll sell it to you for 10 platinum.
Excellent. He will slide you back 10 platinum.
And Milk Thistle takes out the rolled up tiger skin. Some little bits of fat and blood are still attached to it, but the flesh itself was kept very clean.
He gestures to a small bag that is hanging off the side of his counter. Just put it in that.
It does have a bit of weight to it. It was a very large animal.
That one should be fine.
And Milk Thistle will pull it out of his bag of holding and kind of brace it up against that bag and just let it drop in.
Yeah, it just sort of straight in. Like, the bag looks like it shouldn't hold it, but it just goes straight down.
Alright. And with that done, Milk Thistle will say, "Thank you very much. You've been very valuable to us." And he will return to the temple, find a private area, and Milk Thistle will take out the bottle of cognac and prepare a ceremony. He prepared a spell for such an occasion. But before he does, he's going to ask one of the temple servants to write up a letter of apology from Milk Thistle signed to crystal embers. And while he's writing that up, he's going to cast a spell on the bottle, but keep it inside the case. Let's see, where is it? It's a level 3 spell. It's a level 3 spell. Where are you? There it is. Milk Thistle will cast this spell upon the bottle itself.
Yep.
Close the box back up. And, oh, that cost a platinum piece, so I'll be sure to deduct that. Good thing I sold a tiger pelt. And that gives me even numbers on my platinum pieces. Nice. And then once that is done, he will close the box back up. Does it have a latch or some kind of locking mechanism?
No, it's sort of like it pushes down in place. I mean, it's enough that it won't just slide off, but you could easily pull it open if you wanted to.
Okay. Milk Thistle, let's see. Is there some kind of ribbon or twine that can be wrapped around the box itself?
Yeah, you can definitely gather something like that from the temple. It'll probably be in the Nightmare's colours, but that's about it.
Alright, Milk Thistle will then take that and he'll instruct the servant to tie an appropriate bow. If you've seen those bows that go around boxes where it ties around all 4 corners, and then it's tied with a bow in the center?
I have to say no, personally.
I can't say I've heard of it.
I'm sure you've seen it, but that's essentially what's happening is the twine or the string goes around the long edges of the box and then wraps around each other in the center and then wraps around the side edges, and then once it comes back you're able to tie the bow in the center. So the string, the twine, the ribbon, whatever's being used can hold the box down in place. It's very easy to untie, but it's actually very secure. You know, just something that looks, you know, a bit more professional instead of just, you know, being sloppily wrapped around each other like duct tape.
Yeah, I mean, it'll probably take a few attempts of the person you've asked. You'll probably have to ask them, oh no, can you do that again, make it nicer? And so they'll probably get somebody else to come and try and tie a bow around it who would then achieve what you're looking for.
And while they're working on that, Milk Thistle will read over the letter himself. How well worded is the apology?
Well, it's something put together by a cleric, so it is well written. Clearly written by an educated individual. How much detail did you give the cleric in regards to what you're apologising for?
He would have said, have the apology express my humility, saying that the circumstances of which I spoke do not excuse my behavior. I should have shown you the highest respect, and I recognize that you will hold that position of authority, and that I hope in the future the Temple of the Nightmare can gain your favor. Please accept this as a token of my gratitude and apology, and I hope in the future that you will not look unkindly upon us.
They probably will inquire, when you went and what you require this apology for, was you acting as a member of the temple?
I did act as a member of the temple, and what we needed to do was important, but it was inappropriate for me to overstep my bounds the way that I did.
Okay. No, that's fine.
That's the message I'm trying to get across.
Oh yeah, I mean, because obviously they won't get involved in temple unless it was required to do so, and if you say to them that you involved the temple, then yes, they will take extra steps in regards to that.
Okay.
So there's an additional bit of flair in regards to the temple also extending their apologies for the actions of one of their individuals. So there's just a little bit of extra.
Okay. Satisfied with the letter, Milk Thistle will sign his name at the bottom of it. And is there a a wax seal that has the Nightmare Temple's symbol upon it?
Yes, they would be.
All right. And then Milk Thistle will seal the letter with that wax seal, place it under the ribbon, and instruct the temple servant that wrote the letter to deliver this directly to Crystal Embers, and under no circumstances is anyone to open this box except for Crystal Embers himself.
No, that's fine. The only difference would be is you would have to be taken somewhere else for the wax seal to be put in place, as it's not something they just let anybody do. You have to get permission and state your case and that sort of thing. But something will just take a little bit extra time, but you would be able to have the wax seal placed upon the letter.
Okay. And yeah, taking the time that's needed, Milk Thistle will take out a silver piece to pay the temple servant. Actually, how would that be done? Would the silver piece go to the servant, or would it go to the coffers?
It will go to the coffers.
All right. Milk Thistle will take out a silver piece. Actually, a gold piece, since a lot of work was done on his behalf. He'll take out a gold piece and put it into the coffers. And then instruct the servant to deliver the package directly to Crystal Embers, and do not allow anyone to open it except for Crystal himself.
He will go to do that for you.
All right, and once that is done, Milk Thistle is going to scout this area right here, this little park-looking area. Is this someone's private property?
Yes, that would be somebody's private property there, I'm afraid. It is a raised wall, and it has the area walled off.
All right, moving on.
I probably should use that for the Seekers Guild. Never mind.
The Academy of Grace right here, do they have any towers that are able to look over the nobleman's part of the city?
Let me double check what academy that one was.
Academy de Grace.
Yeah, I want to say it was the military one rather than the wizardy one, but I could be wrong. Where am I? I need this one. Cities. Where's the capital? Here we go. Oh, here we go. No, this is the spellcasting one. So yes, there would be towers, because wizards have got to have their towers.
All right. Then as a last thing, and then we can move on to everyone else. Milk Thistle is going to approach the guards here in the noble part of the city.
Yep.
Good day.
They will greet you as they are familiar with yourself, and will ask what brings you here today.
Does Emberhard have anything scheduled that brings them into the city today?
He rarely leaves his home at this point, so it's unlikely. They also say if he does try and leave, they've been instructed to reassure him back home.
I see. All right. Thank you for your time. And how much time did that take? 1 or 2 hours?
It went around a bit. Yeah, probably 2 hours, to be honest.
All right. If y'all are still at Opal's Tavern, Milk Thistle will return. Or if y'all are doing anything in the meantime, we can pause Milk Thistle.
Well, we'll pause you and see what this wonderful group get up to. So, Alexandrite, Lightning, and Burnt, what adventures do you get up to for the morning?
Oh, let's
Okay.
I think we should definitely outfit the ship.
Well, yeah, but where are we gonna find weapons for it? This Vilja town isn't exactly known for making ship weaponry.
Oh, dwarves. They're a little seclusive right now, but I'm sure we can get them to come around.
I suppose. Are there any in this city?
No, they're all hiding out
Huh.
in the mountains, I believe.
Alright, well... That is a good idea. We could probably do that, on our way to get steel and deliver that letter.
We can at least check it out.
Yeah.
Did we get a map? Did we get a proper map finally?
No, you have not yet purchased a proper map.
Let's get a fucking map before we forget. To the library!
Yep.
You probably actually want to go to the shop that sells all the maps.
To absolutely everything.
Yep.
No, typical topography.
Yeah.
To typical topography.
Oh, I haven't added its name on. Probably because I didn't try to spell it. That's probably why.
Yeah, it's Steel's fault.
Yeah. Now, I'm pretty sure I prepared a map for you.
Ooh. Ah, Alexandrite.
So,
I know you're eager to... I know you're eager to fool around again, but not in broad daylight. And not in the open. Control yourself, man! You're a
When I'm
paladin!
it will be legal? No.
My name would be the best queen.
Oh god.
Control yourself, man!
Stop being horny on me.
So, the typical topography is quite a nice shop. Definitely well dressed. As you do go in, there is a pony there who is very clearly looks like they're currently copying another map as they are working on something. And as you enter in, they sort of turn around and look in your direction, and they're wearing a number of they're wearing glasses, what allows them to sort of magnify certain sections. As they turn around and look to you and go, yes.
Hi, we need the most highly detailed map of the Everglow you have.
Well, how much of Everglow do you need?
All of it?
Yeah, the whole country.
Just Everglow, or do you want other areas?
I mean, it couldn't hurt to have the other areas as well, but that would take a fair amount of money. We could always get it updated, right?
You can't update maps which have already been put together, and they take a long time to create. So you would have to buy a new one if you want an updated one.
I mean, we don't actually need a world map. We just need the whole region.
Okay, then how far of a region do you need?
Looks at world map. Am I getting the wrong place here?
Well,
But is this place cool?
Wherever the dwarves live.
we've got plenty of maps, but you need to tell me exactly what you need. If you just want the surrounding area around Villager Town, we can give you that. If you want just the west coast of the of Everglow, we've got that. If you want the entire mainland, yes. If you need the Griffin lands, we have that. We have them with or without Griffin lands.
The entire land.
Yeah.
Sure.
The
I
entire.
was gonna say, I don't think we can get much clearer. All of it.
Fuck.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, then that is one of our more highly specialised maps, and well, what sort of size are you looking at? in regards
well,
to the actual
something
size of
we
it.
can
Most
probably
people have it so
create.
it takes up a wall.
You know, that might actually be good.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, we need it big so we can read it.
Then something like that would have to be a custom made, and it would take
Oh,
probably
okay.
about 4 months.
We have a bunch of smaller maps then of like different areas.
Yeah.
Make up the whole of Everglow.
Yes, that might be better.
Yeah.
Because we don't exactly have 4 months. I'm sure you've heard. We have a bit of an issue.
Yep. Army's on the way.
I see. Well, we can have it. We have a number of them which does break it up into smaller segments that you would be able to overlay each other, which should fill up a large table.
This is fair.
Yes, thank you.
Let me go and see how many maps it will be, and then I'll tell you how much it will cost.
Yeah. Is there any chance we can get a discount? It's urgent, man. We're doing this for the... We're doing this to be able to easily get around so we can get more people to help with the war effort.
All
Can I roll
right.
diplomacy?
He will come back with one, and he will say that they do have a single map of the more larger regions, and I'm going to pop it. Yeah, I'm going to pop it in Discord. You tell me if you want that one. It will be the cheapest option, as it will only cost you 50 gold. The other options will cost more, as it is multiple maps. Right.
Wait, what's it?
I'm just uploading it now. If you open it into a new page, you should see its size and how much you can zoom in and stuff.
What do you think? Is it good enough?
Yeah.
I can't really read most of the top part of the middle. It's kind of hard to read.
It's very distorted.
I mean, that's the idea. It is stylized. The top half is the Griffin lands, which you'll probably have issues with.
Yeah. I see. Yes. Yes.
Was this painted with finger paints?
Something like that. Trying to paint with your mouth is difficult.
Yeah. It really is.
No, it's not.
No, it's better than the map we currently have, so I will take it.
I like that tiny little bit in the bottom left corner that just says elves.
Elves, they can stay there.
That tiny black dot, is that where all the elves are in this world?
He goes, oh no, they're off. They apparently live further off into the oceans. No idea where exactly.
Okay, so the dwarves are just a little south of Everfreed's forest. Do you have anything that makes the northern part a little more easier to read?
Makes what part?
The northern part, I have to admit, the northern and the southeastern parts are a little hard to read.
He goes, if you want those details if you want those in more details, he does, but it will cost another 50 gold pieces for just those sections.
Both? Or together?
Each of them cost 50 gold pieces.
We do have 150 gold on us.
This is true.
Let's... It is, we are using this map to try and get around to deliver places for the war effort. Is there any chance we can get a discount for that? May I roll diplomacy?
These maps take a long time to produce. I'm afraid that is the cost for each map of this particular level and detail.
I see. What do you think, guys?
I mean, it's better than nothing. It's better than what we have right now.
I can actually read this map, so it helps.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll take this map, and we'll come back if we need to get to the Griffin Lands or the Southeastern Lands.
Understood.
She hands him 5 platinum. I am going to save this map so I don't forget I have it.
Go post it in our new Discord just for our game.
Heck yeah, I'll do it.
I'll let you guys do it.
Since I just...
Alright, you have that map. You can refer to it as much as you like. Whoever's walking around with it needs to make note that they're walking around with it.
Yep. Lightning will fold it up carefully and put it in the handy haversack for now.
It will come in a scroll case, so you roll it up and slide it into the case.
Even better.
And then the case goes into the handy haversack.
Yeah, the case into the handy haversack. Nice thing about haversack, I don't need to worry about having to search for everything. So I can just think, I need the map, and it gives me the map.
No, map.
Oh God.
I think about this time Nightshine is gonna leave the library. And he's going to the temple to try to find Milk Turtle.
You probably would have spent most of your morning there, Nightshine.
What time is it?
Probably lunchtime. You guys searching for maps and stuff. Was there anything else you were planning?
I don't believe I have anything. What about you, Alexandrite and Lightning? Do you think there's any other preparations we should get?
Nothing that I can think of at this moment.
We have plenty of food. And drink. I feel like there's something on this.
You guys can hold off and until the party reunites, and you can work out from there.
Yep. Alright.
Let's talk to Nightshine and Milk, see if there's something we're missing.
Alright, so to the temple then?
Yeah, let's go find Milky.
Alright. So, with you guys looking over maps and everything like that, and spending breakfast in the Opal's Tavern and what have you, you guys will probably return soon after Milk Thistle's walking down the road towards the temple. So you'll probably meet just here-ish.
Yep.
Milk Thistle will smile when he sees Burned. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, you too. So, what have you been up to?
Found all of the material components I needed, paid for them, sold the tiger pelt, and delivered a gift of apology to the counselor's son, Crystal Embers. Or
Oh
Crystal.
yeah. Oh yeah, he was the one who had you put in the stocks, isn't he?
Milk Thistle grits his teeth just a little bit, but then he takes a deep breath. Indeed, he was.
What exactly happened, if I may ask? Oh wait, or did we already cover this?
It would have been covered when y'all returned and Lightning was laughing and mocking Milk Thistle.
Oh, that's right. We did cover it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm just
Nightshine
like,
would have explained everything.
yeah.
Speaking
I
of Nightshine,
apologize for that.
this will be when Nightshine shows up.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello, Nightshine. Wave.
Hey, nice.
He's gonna grab milk.
Milk Thistle is grabbed. Yes?
I need you. And he's gonna lead you to the library.
Oh God.
What? Hey.
What? Wait. What? We have things to plan.
You guys can come too.
All right.
Alexandra will look at the others and follow Nightshine.
Also, he has a dragon, he said.
He has a what?
A dragon.
What?
What?
Oh,
It's
where did this come from?
explain later.
Wait.
No time to explain.
Who has a dragon? What?
A proper dragon or a mini dragon like Opal?
A dragon. A tiny dragon.
So a pseudo dragon.
No, a dragon.
Wait. You mean like a young dragon?
What dragon?
Okay. Well, we'll have to see this insanity. At this point, Bern is just smiling as he walks.
I mean, I think you can roll Knowledge Arcana to work things out, but
Let's see. Do I have Knowledge Arcana?
then you'll better work out what type of dragon.
Oh, I do.
Wait, it's a what?
If you want to roll Knowledge Arcana. Milk Thistle, not Milk Thistle, sorry. Nightshine, if you want to let Burnt know what type of dragon, as well as Lightning.
It's a calligraphy worm.
There you go.
A calligraphy worm.
Yeah.
That's a new one. I've never heard of that.
Interesting.
I think I spelled that right.
You did.
Yay.
I'm genuinely interested in seeing this thing now.
I will post the picture I have if I didn't delete it. But in the meantime, Nightshine is guiding you people inside the library. Milk, did you ever see my wife?
You've spoken of your wife, but I've never met her.
She is a pony, but she looks like a duck and is kind of short. I need to figure out what race she is, more specifically.
She's short, unless she has some kind of growth impairment. She could very well be a short hooves.
They're not commonly known, so you wouldn't know that.
Oh, okay.
You see the issue here.
How short are we talking?
She's Philly size.
Silly size.
Does anyone know the nut Chris Hansen? Just because this is session 69, we're not going that far.
She's fun size.
Font size.
Okay, she's a carry-on. I got you.
And I can't find anything, so I need someone else to try and find it too.
Are Antians common?
Antians are common. You might have spotted one or two in the city, actually.
Okay, so I've come across them in my travels. If Antians exist, perhaps there's a race of smaller ponies, though I can't think of one.
What about the Flutters?
Flutter is too small, though.
Also, flutters are technically not ponies.
Nope.
They're basically the pixies of pony kind.
Yeah.
Yep.
They want to be ponies, but they're not ponies.
Why is it important to find out what race she is?
To explain when we found out what race she is.
Alright, so if you are going to conduct research in the library, Nightshine has already spent the morning. This will represent the afternoon of search in the library. So this will take a period of time.
Alright.
Alright.
Well, we're staying till evening, aren't we?
I would think that was the plan.
Yeah. So we might as well. Alright.
I'll go check the religion, see if there's anything divine about it.
Alright, so you can check the religious aspect of it. Knowledge history is the main one I'm looking at. As well, you'll be searching like history records for this sort of thing.
Can I roll knowledge local?
I'm afraid local would not work here.
Would knowledge nobility reveal any previous rulers in Everglow that have been that small?
I'm afraid not. As the answer is none.
So there's no Napoleons.
No. There are no short legs who rose to power.
Knowledge nature? I don't know. I haven't got.
I don't have too many knowledges myself. They're trained.
Knowledge history is technically the one I'm would be the required one.
I'll help out with the knowledge history.
Yeah, who's got that?
I got knowledge history. At least 2 points in it.
Roll it.
Alright, this is me helping, so.
You can, like I said, you can attempt the knowledge religion as well. There's nothing stopping you with that.
Yeah, I'll do knowledge religion because I'm better at that.
All right. I will point out you're obviously looking down a different route, which means you might get different answers. You.
And I roll a 2.
So that's what Alexandrite is doing. Anybody else doing any looking?
Can I roll knowledge nature to try and figure out the race?
Technically, Fae do come under nature. So I will let you do it, mainly because you're in the library.
Okay.
Would knowledge planes reveal anything?
No.
Hey, that roll up.
Yeah, I kind of figured that knowledge planes wouldn't do much.
Milk Thistle is gonna look up books on anthropology to see if he can find anything.
Nightshine, you
Can I roll? Can I roll perception to find books on anthropology?
Oh god. What basically will that give you? Because I can't remember.
I'm not sure. Maybe like a conditional bonus to a specific roll. Because I don't have knowledge history, so the best I can roll is a 10 because it's untrained.
You here, because you are in the library, you can count skills as trained because you are literally in the fountain of all knowledge.
All right. Then how about a perception roll to find books on anthropology and conditional bonuses for knowledge history?
That will take you the entire time, so then you wouldn't be able to make any use of those books until tomorrow, technically.
Darn. You know what? I'll still find the books at least. So 20 on perception and 11 on history.
You would only be able to do one because obviously you have to spend time looking. So, because you're obviously using perception to find books on anthropology. Just want to check, that is the sort of the idea of you're looking at past societies and pony behaviour patterns and basically how civilizations grow. Is that what I'm thinking?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. I just had to make sure I was getting the right ology. I mean, you'll find definitely plenty in regards to pony stuff, and you'll probably find information that you're quite certain that ponies once come from the ocean.
Did they start out as bottom feeders in the ocean and then slowly crawl their way onto land?
Something like that. I mean, that is one of the theories. Other ones is the author created everybody into existence, but it is agreed that they all originated as one type of pony and spread out. Some people say from the ocean, some say that they all originated from a earthbound type pony. That's where the debate is.
Okay. Anything in there about different species of ponies of different varying sizes?
You don't have anything that specific about smaller ponies. It seems to cover the core tribes. That's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah. After several hours, Milk Thistle will return to Nightshine. Sorry I came back empty-hooved. I can't find anything specifically about smaller ponies.
But this will help. You would get a bonus the following day if you come back looking. The only person who hasn't searched is Burnt. Like I said, you can make checks untrained here in the library.
Alright, you said nature, right?
Nature,
history?
The history is the better option here.
Alright, let's see, do I have it? Alright, I'll give it a shot, sure.
No, it seems trying to find information about small ponies is proving difficult. You've all gone through many of a history, but I mean, it almost feels like somebody might be purposely hiding information. I mean, that would be the only answer why it's so difficult to find. I mean, who would hide information?
This is quite difficult indeed. I mean, there should be knowledge in here, books, some sort of research topics, or anything like that on all the other various pony kind races. Why are we not finding anything about, you know, Nightshine's wife?
Did we ask? Did you ask Ron's place?
I didn't hear what you said, Lightning. You broke up really badly.
Did you ask who runs this place? No.
Do you know who is the proprietor of this library?
I think Luminance.
What? You're saying there's no librarian?
No, I mean, there should be.
Yeah, did you ask them?
No.
Oh,
You know what? Burn is gonna look around and he's gonna see if he can't find the librarian.
There is actually plenty of librarians around. They are all wearing sort of clerical clothing and bear symbols of Princess Luminance.
Alright. He's going to approach the closest one. He's gonna ask in a very polite tone, excuse me, my companions and I are looking for information on short pony races. Do you know where you guys would have that by chance?
Short pony races?
Yeah.
I mean, I would recommend looking in. Well, I mean, you're already fairly close to where you guys are looking. She gestures in regards to the section you're in. This is where we would recommend anyone who wanting to research pony races.
Well, you see, we've looked all over and we haven't found anything. It's almost like whoever found the information might have, you know, stashed it away somewhere.
Oh,
Getting some really Star Wars Episode 2 vibes here.
I mean, all information here is available for everybody to seek out freely. I mean, we wouldn't hide anything from anybody.
Well, this is true. what Bernd is gonna do, now that he's actually thinking about, he's going to use perception on the shelves to see if there's any books missing.
Okay, I'll give it to you. So, the shelving is fairly full as it is. There's no indications that there's like sections missing or anything else like that. If somebody has removed books, chances are it was so long ago you wouldn't be able to tell at this point.
Alright, well, thank you for the assistance. I shall leave you to do your work.
Alright,
You
well,
guys can,
should you require any additional aid with seeking knowledge, then feel free to seek one of us out.
Of course. Thank you very much. And with that, he's going to bow respectfully before returning to his companions and go, well, the librarians are around, but they aren't hiding anything, and if there were any books missing, they would have been long and gone by now.
Nightshine, why is this important?
They received a letter.
From who?
Letter. Yeah.
Birds. And the bird said that they need some rare stuff to heal my wife's curse. And one of them is a tear from someone of her race.
Okay.
Wait,
Well,
like, use her.
yeah.
If it's a matter of simply removing a curse, I could assist with that.
It's a
It's
bit complicated.
a bit complicated.
Yeah, this is a curse from a goddess.
Oof.
I doubt you consider it a curse and more a blessing.
What is this curse exactly?
Well, let's just say that it's going to be a little bit difficult for Nightshine and his wife to have kids without them being a bit bug-eyed.
Bird is taking a moment to process this, and he shakes his head like, I'm sorry. That must have gone over my horn. What?
Not
Yeah.
surprising, your horn is very small.
Wait,
Oh. Oh. Ow. Wow, holy shit, dude.
I'm sorry.
It's alright. No hard feelings. Yeah, so that just went over my head. So you two can't conceive unless while this curse is active, because then they'll
can.
they'll just come out looking mutated.
Very
Well,
sorry.
I
That'll be-
believe you guys were told that she is sterile, not that she will produce bugged children.
Oh. Well,
That was your theory before you actually found out what was wrong.
Oh,
well,
Yeah, she
Never
cannot have
take all that back.
wish. They
If it was a
took
curse, if it was a curse directly from a god, it would probably take divine or profane intervention to lift it.
For a wish.
exactly. That's why I need a tear of us. A cousin of her.
Well,
well, she did come from an orphanage. Maybe we can find out more about her, where she came from there.
Aw.
Who can remember what orphanage you come from?
With me, that place which has only one army.
what?
You know,
Yeah,
I forgot the name right. But I should know in character.
Yeah, it's turfs.
Oh,
Third.
God.
And
Huh.
your intel was the army was at turfs.
Oh. Well, we can't exactly go there right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, since you guys miss the meeting. People should know they are about 2 weeks from here.
Yeah. Well, the only thing I could think of is the only ones that would really have information on your wife's race would be the orphanage in Terms, and we can't really go there right now.
I don't think the orphanage would know. It's just an orphanage.
I mean, they would have her details on file.
Unless she was like just left there in a basket.
That's also true.
Who would do that to my wife? I shall kill her parents.
If you're not an orphan, I'll make you an orphan.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a avenue of chance that we could try once this entire ordeal is done and over with.
It's more important. But I won't ask you people's time.
Well, honestly, I think the on-pressing army would be more important and more of a red flag.
Maybe.
I mean, if we pass by and the army isn't there, we can definitely like, see if we can stop that.
This is true.
I suppose we can get rid of the humans before going on a wild chase.
I mean, if we're
As
able
much as I
to...
like dark, a bit of repression issue.
Would you say you shed a tear for her? Question mark?
Do we even know if they're the same race? I mean, I don't think lightning is whichever subspecies of pony your wife is.
Unless Duck has been lying to us all along, and she's actually Delpal. I don't say
Not pony, sorry.
That's my life.
I would shed a tear for her if I was the same race as her.
Oh,
I'm certain in all the different places we travel to, we'll have opportunities to try to find more information. But I
And,
can't be our main focus right now.
Indeed.
yeah. And Knight, I'm pretty sure I can't cheat and just turn into her race if she says with a very quiet voice. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can't just cheat.
Yeah, I don't think that's how it works.
But if we do focus and deal with the army that's at our doorstep, that should only take a month or two. And then there'll be years left for you to work on conceiving a child with your wife.
Yeah.
you're both young.
I'm not so young, he says. I see loses hair.
I was gonna say I was like 25 when I started to lose my hair.
Oh yeah, it reminds me, Nightshine, you didn't roll your fortitude save this morning.
Oh god, he's got radiation poisoning.
We don't
Oh,
know
yeah,
that yet.
We still haven't fixed that.
Just stress.
You're doing well with it so far.
I'm very stressed.
The 1 point of strength damage you would have healed, you gain again in the morning. You've lost less hair this morning.
Also, sorry, you've been losing quite a bit of hair lately.
You guys
Because of
probably,
you.
you guys, it's probably not enough to notice at this point.
Ah, fuck.
Fuck. Yeah, once it becomes noticeable, I'm definitely using a heal check.
I want to help my boy.
I've already looked him over thoroughly. He's not poisoned. He's not sick. I'm not sure what's causing his hair to fall out.
It's stress. My father became bald very young because of my mother.
Did they also like radioactive substances?
Not radioactive. Thank you very much. That's not even a word.
This is also very true.
Steele, question for the GM. How many days has it been since we left Galloping Dam and they said they needed a week to set up the running of the dam?
1 second. As my brain now tries to work out how many days it has been.
Because I think we may have missed it.
Yeah.
So,
1 moment. So, you guys, you left Galloping Dam. You went to Trotting Water.
Yep, found a cave with a dead end there.
Then you headed up. So
We spent 3 days going to the ruins up north where we fought the elementals,
4,
and then another 2 days before we reunited.
5, 6.
And then today we've spent here in
7.
Villager Town.
Yeah, so that's like, I think that's just verging on the
9,
end?
10, 11. So it's been about 11. You spent the night here, so it's been about 12 days.
Yeah, I think we missed it.
I don't think we did.
No?
When is it?
Well, Mayor Stouthart said it would take at least a week, and there's 8 days in a week.
Yeah.
I think he said 2 weeks, personally.
If he said 2 weeks, cool.
Yeah.
All right.
I expected you lot of this.
I think he said it would be a minimum of 1 week, but it'd be 1 to 2 weeks. So maybe it is 2 weeks.
I suppose that's on the way between St. Moon's Bridge and Steel.
Well, on that note, I have a proposition for us. Why don't we spend the rest of the evening relaxing? I'll prepare a banquet meal for everyone. And we can discuss what our plans are from here.
Works.
We know what our plans are.
Yeah.
So we
Oh,
have
that by the way.
Good.
Yeah, take a look. If she takes it out and holds it out for Milk to look at. It's
Very
a little hard to read the north and the southeastern bits, but we can come back for more detailed maps on those later.
Yes, I can barely make out clothing. But regardless, where would you like to have dinner tonight? Should we go to the Great Park, or shall we have it on the Temple grounds?
We could have it on the ship.
Yeah.
I suppose we could.
That way we can...
If it's just a bit between us, then yes, I think the ship could be a good place.
Is the banquet just between us, or are we getting the higher ups in the leadership community here involved as well?
I had considered it, but I don't believe it's necessary.
This is true.
Then yes, and then we can rest in the ship and head out first thing.
Yep.
Well, if we are to head to the ship, this is what I wanted to have dinner for, was to discuss all of this, but I do believe we should make our way to St. Moon's Reach first and
Yes.
focus on delivering the letter. There is the running of the dam, which I believe is important, that we wouldn't have time for, but delivering these letters is also important.
Yeah, so we have to pick and choose our battles on this.
Yes, and don't forget about stealing.
Yep.
To the Party members who have knowledge geography, how many days travel would it take to get to St. Moon's Reach with the airship?
You can make a geography check, and you have +2 bonus because of your new map.
Hooray!
You know how fast the ship is? I think we need to know that.
The
We've
ship
been
is
traveling.
quite
Alexander at Lightning would know.
The
Obviously,
ship is actually incredible.
obviously, a night shine you can give the estimation based on foot travel because you don't know how fast the ship goes. The other people do because they've had a chance to be on it.
Mhm.
I have an 11 at least, so.
The ship goes pretty damn fast. Much faster than we could get around by hoof.
Alexandra, you estimate 2-3 days. You're not sure. You're pretty sure it's not 4 days, and you're pretty sure it's going to take more than 1 day. So you're guessing 2 to 3, but you don't know.
Around 2 to 3 days.
Nightshine, you will guess. Don't do this to me. Okay, so Nightshine, you guess 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days walking there. You also know you could also get there instantaneously with the mithril map.
How long would it take to deliver a message to the ship to begin traveling to St. Moon's Reach if we were to be met there?
For one of you to do that now, it'll there and back probably take one of you an hour. Probably a little bit less if the person could fly.
Should we simply take the ship since St. Moon's Reach is not too far away?
Yeah. That's what I'd suggest.
Clovenhaim might be worthwhile to use teleportation for, given how far away it is.
You haven't seen how fast it ship is.
So, are we in agreement then? Shall we head out today and have our dinner on
Yeah.
the ship?
Yeah.
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 Alright. I need to deliver a message at the temple, and I will meet you outside in the open grounds, and then I'll be ready to head out.
Indeed.
Can I come with you?
Yes, you may come with me.
Yay.
In fact, while we're having our dinner tonight, there is something I need to do outside on deck, but that's for later.
Oh.
Alright.
Yes.
Well, let's not waste any more time. Nightshine, are you coming with me?
Yeah.
You're kind of coming with me.
Are you having fun there, Nightshine?
Oh,
I like to imagine he's Pinkie Pie bouncing.
Yeah.
Alright, Milk Thistle will come up to the Nightmare Temple. What time of day is it right now?
You guys are moving on into the evening, so I mean it's still light, but the shops are sort of in the period of time of closing, basically. The temple's still fully open.
Milk Thistle will ask one of the servants of the temple if Midnight Vision is awake yet.
The sun. They will tell you that the sun has yet to set, so he has yet to risen.
Then I need you to deliver a message for me. Inform him that the palm tree bears fruit, but we should still expect an unexpected guest.
He will give a nod and say the message shall be delivered.
Thank you.
start to mean their farms are doing well.
Not exactly.
Before we leave,
Yes.
there's one thing I wanna look, and I'm gonna go to the Love Wing.
Okay.
Milk will follow you.
You enter the Love Wing. I do have some info on what the Love Wing looks like. Because I think I said this ages ago when you first looked in.
It's the love shack. It's a little old place where we can get together.
This is the sexy episode.
Yeah.
Um,
Makes sense.
Are you following Knight into the Love Wing?
Oh,
Yeah, we're traveling together.
Alright, so the Hall of Love is confusing. Is a confusing one. Unlike the others, there is no choice provided here. It has one hallway leading to Kara's shrine. Despite this, there are a number of decorations and statues and stuff like that. You can roll me perception because I think I know what you're getting at here.
All right. Can I roll that as well? Or
Yeah.
do I know what we're looking for?
Well, you don't really know what you're looking for, but your keen cloven eye might pick out some stuff.
36. That's a good roll.
Oof.
Maybe a 38, depending on what we're about to find.
So you are in the temple. Milk Thistle.
Yeah.
You notice that not all the decorations in here kind of match Kara's theme. One of the most noticeable is a statue of a pony with a bow at its side and a quiver with heart-tipped arrows.
Oh God.
Milk Thistle will squint and pause to look at the statue. You said it's a statue of a pony with a bow
At its side and a quiver with heart-tipped arrows. It stands out as not being very Kara-like. There are also you also will pick out a few other minor little things that do some other things that decorate the hall that do not also seem to be of Kara. But that's probably the most sort of noticeable one anyway. The others are quite minor.
Milk Thistle will say aloud, I don't often come to this area of the temple, I more just pass through, but I wonder if those have always been there. They seem like they're out of place, don't you think?
yes.
Is the statue of the pony with the quiver, does she look like a generic pony?
No.
Would I recognize it as a visage of Kara?
It's definitely not. You can make me a religion check actually, as you are probably not very you're not hugely associated with Kara, so
Yeah, unfortunately I don't have any ranks in religion.
yeah. As best as you know, it stands out to you as not very Kara related. That's the best thing.
I do have stonemasonry. Can I roll to find out how old the stone is?
Yeah. Your best guess is probably when this place was constructed.
That was placed here when the temple was constructed. Would I have any living memory of Kara coming into the temple, or would she have always been in the temple?
Unless you are like 300 years old, then you won't have any living memory.
I'm not that old. Okay. Yeah, Milk Thistle will simply make a note of that.
Statue of a small pony?
It's hard to tell if they are a small pony, given it's a statue. They can vary in sizes and stuff like that. So it would be hard to tell if they are small or large. The bow seems suited for their size.
Why are we here?
I'm gonna boop the statue.
You boop a stone statue, nothing happens.
It does. I'm just wondering. And I think you are done here. Thank you.
Nilthistle's gonna look around the temple area.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any priests or servants watching us as we approach?
Approach what, the statue?
The statue and just being in the love wing in particular.
Alright, you can roll me perception.
Rolling perception. Adventure skills. There we go.
Cool.
30.
Now roll me sense motive.
Rolling sense motive.
Yep.
17.
Okay, so you get the distinct feeling that you were just being watched quite heavily, but as you sort of turn to sort of look, you get the sense that they may have all just gone back to doing what they were doing. But you get the very strong suspicion that you were and still are being watched closely as you interact with this or stand near this statue.
Can I roll knowledge geography to notice if there's anything about how this place was built that's weird?
Geography won't help you. Knowledge
Engineering.
history is the thing you're going to need for this.
I'm gonna add my 1d6.
Okay. Alright, so
30 should do it.
so you actually probably know a fair bit about this. So the Grand Temple, as it's also known, was built and shaped from one solid marble stone, and no expense was spared by the ponies of Vilgertown with its construction. And it was, and even the Queen herself basically worked on shaping this temple, and much of her own magic was put into shaping the temple into what it is today. And she actually did so much for the temple that she is the only mortal to be enshrined in these halls in the stained glass. And you guys walk past it as you come in, and it shows her to be blessed by the Pantheon.
Go look at this stained glass.
Yeah, I mean it's in the entrance hall. You see it every time you come in.
Any word figure in the glass?
Any what? Sorry.
Any word pony like pony
No.
that does not hate me like being a god or
No.
someone I should know?
There is no pony in there that seems to be the odd one out. You can roll me perception.
Kara in there?
Kara's there, yeah.
That's a shame.
You can roll me perception though.
I can, and they're gonna fail.
You probably will, but you're looking at things, and I'll give you the chance to roll to spot things.
If you want to point things out to Milkthistle, he could take a closer look.
What? Do you say anything?
Milkfish, you can tell that there has been changes to the stained glass, probably updates or replacing planes and stuff like that. So that's the only thing you can pick out.
How many gods are worshipped in the Love Wing?
Only one, Kara.
How many gods are worshipped in the Sun Wing?
2, the Sun Queen and Blaze.
How many gods are worshipped in the Moon Wing?
Again, 2, the Nightmare and the Moon Princess.
And the Unspoken, does he share a wing with anyone?
He does, Princess Luminance.
Why does Kara have a wing to herself? I never noticed this before.
Dun, dun, dun.
There is no answer to that.
The Thistle points up to the stained glass and he's like, "Do you see those cuts along the glass right there? And you notice the colors? How this area is more faded than this? There have been changes to the glass."
You will notice that there are changes more around Kara as well as Princess Luminance.
Interesting.
Princess Luminous too?
Yes.
Don't suppose you have a real life image of this.
I'm afraid I do not.
Damn.
Really, APEP has been removed from everything.
Wait, is
If you can make a knowledge history check on some of that, what might give you some additional info.
going to guess it's because she got wings
No.
and she ruined the whole show when she did it.
No, Princess Luminance is a unicorn and always has been. You would know, as you are a follower of... No, you're not a follower of the Moon Princess / Nightmare. But you would at least know that Princess Luminance actually ascended after the temple had finished construction. So it was likely she was added to the Stain class after the fact.
I think we're done here.
But you don't know anything about why Kara's mind would have been interfered with.
I know.
So, Nightshine, what did you learn from your knowledge history? Luminance was added to a temple after it was built?
Yeah, because she ascended later.
How old is the temple?
300 years old.
Yeah, it was built roughly the beginning of the founding of the city. So it'd be slightly older than 300 years, close to like 314.
How old are ponies as a race?
I mean, the kingdom existed for about 350 years ago. The race has been around for a while. They've just been sort of very tribal and warlike. They only had a sort of civilization for the last sort of 300 years.
Okay. I was just like, man, this is like some really advanced ponies here if we're like that young.
Also, Nightshine, I didn't say anything at all yesterday. But thank you for staying with me for as long as you did and keeping the animals at bay.
Yeah, you were awfully quiet.
I was a bit paralyzed with rage. I had so many thoughts going through my head, and every time I considered the outcome, it would have been disastrous. So I kept my mouth shut and my hooves still.
I see. It was the shock of the situation. It all makes sense.
But I do believe the situation will be resolved. So where's
Thank you,
the... Go ahead.
Ashio.
I didn't hear you, Balazar. Say that again.
I put a shield on my spine when you say the situation will be resolved.
We'll see in time, but I'm confident it will be. As for
Yeah.
the ship, is it to the south?
Yeah, it's outside the south of the city. I'm going to assume you all are going to head towards the ship now.
Yep.
Yeah, Milk Thistle is, so he's gonna...
Alright, let's throw you guys on the ship map.
I think we need to grab two things, but it will just take 1 minute if absolute everything is still open.
I'm afraid it would be closed by now.
That's a shame.
What in particular did you need?
A vial and a dagger. actually 2 vials.
Let me see if the temple has those supplies. So
I mean,
Mephis's going to go to the Nightmare Temple servants and ask if they have just a simple dagger or something specific.
Just a dagger.
Need a dagger and 2 empty vials.
I mean, they can give you the vials if you wish a dagger. They will have to charge you 1 gold for it. Obviously, if you wish to only borrow it and not leave the site, you can have it. But if you're wishing to take it with you, if you return it, you will get your gold back.
I will give you 1 gold.
All right. Milk Thistle takes the gold and offers it to the servant.
And you'll be given a dagger in return. It is a dagger that does bear the symbol of the nightmare on it.
Yes, and I shine stabbing there and smiling.
Nightshine took levels in serial killer vigilante.
Yay!
Alright, so at this point, I'm assuming after you've purchased daggers, you will be heading towards the ship. I can't remember what the ship looked like, but let's have a look. Okay, we haven't got a milk thistle and a nightshine on the map. So
I'm going to make a head call. I'll be right back.
okay, that's fine.
I think we'll warn the captain that other people are coming on, so she'll be ready to tell the robot not to attack them.
Yeah, we don't need any more hugs for the day.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's going to run over there anyway. Before.
Stopping to pick up steel? Because I hope we are. Because
Yeah.
We are.
yeah.
We just make the one stop first to deliver a letter, then we're picking up steel. That's my.
Alright, I will wait until we have a milk thistle, but I'm probably going to use this moment to quickly nip to the loo, which means I can also enable my be right back little thing on the stream, if it works. Okay. And we will turn once we've had a moment. Alright,
There
we
we
go.
are.
Okay. Where were we?
We
We
had
had,
just
we had just approached the ship, but Milk Thistle was periodically making perception checks to see if we were being followed.
Okay.
yeah, and Lightning went on ahead toward what's her name? Gadget to that we have two other friends coming, so as to keep the robot reeled in.
Alright. So, Milk Thistle, you do not spot anyone following you.
No little metal bugs hiding off in the trees or anything like that?
No, you have not noticed anything like that.
All right.
No, invisible metal bugs.
Oh no.
They have the invisibility spell on them. Shit.
I do have a scroll of purge invisibility, but I'm holding on to that one because it's kind of expensive.
Upon you guys climbing onto the ship, a very odd-looking mechanical-esque deer turns in your direction with its red glowing eyes, stares at you. A odd crackled voice kind of speaks out of it and basically goes, "Intruders," and it kind of makes a beeline straight at you with its as it sort of rears up on its hind legs, and its hooves kind of fold into mechanical hands out to grasp you. Swift Gadget sort of runs up and sort of shouts a load of stuff at it in Ruminant, and it kind of just freezes halfway, just sort of where it stops.
Oh, what was she saying? Because I could understand Room.
You can understand the written word. Knowing how it sounds and what it is, that's more difficult. If you want to try and work it out, you need to make me a linguistics check still,
Okie doke.
because you have not really heard it spoken.
I shall join in.
That's a good roll.
Indeed.
That's a mediocre roll.
Lightning, you are the only thing you're sure of is that she might have basically told it to stop.
Nice.
In the name of love.
Before you break my heart. In the name of love. Before you break my heart.
Once she catches up to it, she'll basically then just sort of give a few instructions, and then it basically its hands fall back into hooves. It lands on all fours, and then it will walk back over to Lightning and just stand there staring at Lightning.
I want to figure out why the hell this thing is so obsessed with me.
Hey, Swift Gadget, any idea as to why it keeps staring at Lightning?
I want to look into its glowing red eyes. I want to get right up close and look straight into its dead, soulless eye.
It just stares back at you, basically.
It's using its deadlights.
What's your problem, buddy? What's up?
Are you direct on the?
What do you want from me?
Yeah, it just stares at you. It doesn't respond in any sort of words or anything like that. It just stares.
This is something to worry about for a different time, I think.
I mean, this thing killed me before.
Oh, right.
I do remember hearing about that creature. Interesting.
Also, now that I can understand Room then, if she holds up with the goggles. Maybe
Also, it's currently raining pretty hard outside. If the noise of the rain gets too loud, let me know and I'll mute myself. I've got to turn y'all up pretty high just to be able to hear you.
Yeah.
Alright. Currently
So
not hearing
far-
anything myself.
Yeah.
So, should be good.
Yeah.
If there's any issues, I'll let you know.
So, I do believe we have a banquet to deal with, correct?
Yes. Swift Gadget, since you're the captain of the ship, would you like to join us for dinner tonight? There'll be enough for everyone.
Hell yeah. Do you know how long it's been since I've had a meal which isn't liquid?
Hang on, you haven't eaten solid food?
I think I have. I mean, there's probably some eating in here.
I'm very
Do you have a table large enough to serve us?
There's one in the mess below.
If you'll lead me to it, I'll get started.
At this point, Brent is gonna go, please follow me. And he's gonna go down.
Can you see the other side?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, basically it's there. Just where Burn's gone.
Yeah, he would have led Milk Thistle down there.
Would you make a course for Stevens Reach?
I thought we got some enemies. Yeah.
Yeah, I can. But travelling at night is not recommended.
We're
Yeah.
gonna do travel first thing in the morning.
Nice. Can you look at this robot for me? Oh, are you muted, mate?
I was going to ask her if she could just simply travel slowly and guide by the stars.
I mean,
You do.
I can, but I want to sleep.
Are you the only one with the ship?
Well, I don't want to just leave it. I mean, we might end up crashing into something, or something might hit us, or it might run out of fuel. Other stuff.
I mean, if I knew how to pilot this thing, I'd gladly take over, but I sadly don't know.
So you don't have a crew?
You're my crew.
Well, I
Can
suppose
we,
if... Sorry, go on ahead.
can we at least lift off the ground and that way we're safe?
Oh yeah, we'll. What? 200 feet up should be fine, or do you want higher?
What do
200.
you yeah.
All right. She said. She calls out. Hold on to your butts. Everyone, you all feel a slight little tingle, and then you don't have a sensation like the ship is actually going up. It feels like you're still on just solid ground, but it clearly starts rising up into the sky, straight up.
Doesn't matter.
Oh. Hey, Swift Gadget, would you be willing to train any of us in how to operate this?
No, I may not be sober, but I ain't gonna tell anyone else how to fly my ship.
Right.
Wait, but Burns actually good at reading the stars. He might actually be good at piloting the ship at night.
I ain't letting anyone else fly my ship.
Alright, then in that case what we can do is you can do the piloting and I'll do the navigation via the stars. I am an astronomer by trade.
And, do you want to stay up all night trying to steer by stars?
Well, we can at least do it for a few hours. Get some distance between us and Vilja Town.
Did something happen? Why the sudden rush? I thought we were planning to start in the morning. Why have we decided to change to starting at night?
I'm just curious, is all.
But I'm sure we could go for a little bit,
Yeah,
especially if I'm getting some food.
yeah. So yeah, let's sit down and eat. Come back up, see what I can tell about the stars, and I'll help you get a little bit of ways ahead.
Alright.
I try to figure out why it is robot likes lightning so much.
How do you wish to try and work that out?
First of all, I'm gonna boop it.
So you're going to poke it.
Yeah,
Wait,
Okay, it then turns around and it spins on spot at you and just goes unauthorized contact and goes to grapple you.
it's fine. Just let it do its thing. It'll let you go.
Will 22 grapple you?
yeah, then I start screaming.
No, it'll let you go. It'll let you go, Nightshine.
What do you wish to do, Nightshine? You have a chance to either try and escape, not resist, or something else. Or scream.
I'm gonna scream as I don't resist.
Alright. So you guys hear Nightshine screaming as the robot goes to try and pin you.
Is that Nightshine again, Milk?
Sounds like it.
With it pins you to the ground and basically goes, subject is detained, and then lets you go and just goes back to staring at lightning.
The
don't
robot
know.
doesn't like to be touched.
I don't think it's a good idea to touch it, Nightshine, Burns says from below deck.
How would you know? Did you touch it?
No, it grabbed me and tried to pin me to the ground.
Did you enjoy it?
No. And at that point, he's like, nope. He's gonna start setting up the table for dinner.
I had a great idea. Lightning,
Yeah.
you should transform yourself to look like Burn and then touch it.
Oh God.
Yeah. She actually makes herself look like Alexandra.
Alright. There's now two Alexandrites, except for one's wearing his armor, one's wearing Lightning's clothes.
Is the robot still just staring at Lightning Alexandrite?
It's sort of it's staring, but then it sort of suddenly starts to relax. Like it's no longer staring intently at you like it was normally.
Why is it so obsessed with me specifically?
I do not know.
Can sense motive on a robot?
You could try. So,
Did you
I mean,
do-
there's no normal emotion, so to speak, to like try and pick up emotional cues. So you're kind of at a loss here.
Maybe it's just programmed that way.
But it's weird because there's a connection here. It was the one that killed me, but now it's reprogrammed.
Milk Thistle shouts up from below deck. Maybe it has a crush on you.
I'm trying to be serious here.
Stop seducing the robot.
Get down here and help us with the table.
Burned, if you'll just clear it off, I'll take care of everything else.
Yeah, he'll clear it off and he's gonna start taking things over to wherever the kitchen is.
There is no kitchen.
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
Once Once the table is cleared off, Milk Thistle stands at the table and he will begin waving his hooves around and speaking in Infernal. It's almost poetic in a way because over the next 10 minutes, he is swirling his hooves around and the fluctuation of his voice starts from subtle to loud to guttural back to a soft voice again. And in 10 minutes' time, there is a massive banquet that is filled with drinks, linen, plates, forks. I don't think anyone here is a carnivore, so it would be like a mixture of nuts, berries, fruits, veggies, breads, and even wine to go with the dinner.
I believe my mother
Oh.
can actually eat, because she's technically a mother.
I'll go pwned.
So we've got like probably 7 minutes left if between what's been going on upstairs if y'all have anything else to do. Otherwise, dinner is served.
All right. I think dinner's ready. Come on, me.
Vern, do you have
Times back to normal. Goes downstairs.
Do I have what?
a bell?
No, I do not believe I do.
Oh well. Captain's here. Everyone else is showing up. Captain, is anyone currently above deck keeping watch?
No.
Robot.
The robot.
Fuck the
Yeah.
robot.
He's watching it.
I'd rather not have it watch me eat.
Are you still?
Maybe-
Do you still look like Alexandrite?
No, she's turned back to normal.
When did you turn back to normal?
After she got downstairs.
Okay.
Could you at night take a look at that thing and try and figure out what's going on with it?
I mean,
Because you're both near it.
it was pretty smashed up, and it took a lot to put it back together. I mean, I think I got all the places in the right pieces.
Is there like some sort of memory thing with it?
I mean, I think there was a memory. I mean, there was stuff.
It's quite concerning how it's constantly obsessed with me.
Yes, I've noticed that as well. It seems to be quite intent on just staring at lightning.
Is it currently on top deck keeping an eye out for intruders?
Oh, it's on top deck.
Yeah, if it was down here, I'd be looking at lightning.
All right. Well, dinner is ready. Let's eat.
Yes.
First thing the captain does is drinks her glass of wine completely. He goes, "Do we have any more?"
Of course, help yourself. And there's like a pitcher in the middle. Milk Thistle will actually bring it up and pour another goblet.
At which point, she will probably just start shoving food into her mouth. She doesn't even use the knife and fork.
No table manners, but that's okay. It's her ship.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone has a place to sit down. There's plenty of food. In fact, Nightshine, if Mr. Weasel Dragon would like to eat, there's even food for him. Lord Weasel. Yeah, he can eat too.
He became Lord Weasel.
What's that?
The table, in theory, does fit everybody there. Even though you're probably a bit squished to actually fit around it, but you all can sit down.
Yeah. Oh, this is pretty good.
Out of character, is this one of those ones that gives benefits after we eat?
You get the benefit of being nourished for the next 24 hours. You won't need to eat any food until this minute and 24 hours.
Okay, so it's not one of those ones that like give you pluses to anything.
That's a level 5 spell, so no, it's either level 5 or level 6. I don't have access to it yet.
Yeah.
I remembered it existed, I just couldn't remember what the actual spell was called.
You get your food, be happy with it.
Yep.
Yeah, you're getting exceptionally good food. This is gourmet food fit for a king. Created through the power of a god. You're welcome.
Indeed.
Oh, don't you mean fit for a queen?
We'll see.
Either or.
Milk Thistle doesn't eat much. He does sip a little bit of wine and has some berries. But apart from that, he's not eating much of the food.
Bernd is gonna eat a decent amount, and he'll drink his wine. But after he's done with eating, he's going to look to the others and go, or he's gonna say, "Well, if any of you wish to join me up on deck, feel free to. I'm just waiting for the stars to come out to keep a look on them and to see what I can't glean from last night." And as he walks above deck, he takes out his shamisen. And he's gonna go right over here, sit down with his shamisen out, and he's going to try strumming a few of the chords. Let's see. I'm so not used to the way this character sheet works.
Well, the captain will definitely eat loads and definitely will drink too much. Well, I mean,
So, yeah.
too much for probably most people, but I mean, she tends to drink a lot anyway.
Yeah. So yeah, he's just basically sitting with his back to the mast as he is playing his shamisen.
Well, we were supposed to sit and talk together, but if you leave from the table, that's fine. We'll have this conversation without you.
I mean, yeah, you're right about that. Sorry about that. Yeah, no, he as he remembers that there was something that we're supposed to discuss, he comes back and he goes, "I apologize for that brief lapse of memory."
So the plan... We're heading off to Pixie-Hill, then we're heading to Clovenham, then we're heading to Nightshines, right? Or was it the Everglow?
We are... Milk Thistle asked you to pull out the map again.
Alright, she'll pull out the map and put it over the table once everything's been cleared off of it.
Alright. I believe we should head to St. Moon's Reach first, and then swing by Galloping Dam to see if the running of the dam is ready. Once we make an appearance there, we could go and pick up steel, and possibly travel to Clovenham. I'm basically looking at a counterclockwise circle. Is there another letter to be delivered before Clovenham?
Well, Milk, actually, wouldn't it be quicker to head to Maymay's Reach first, go to Galloping Dam, then St. Moon's Reach? That way we can even pass by Trotting Water, if we have to. If we need anything there.
Where is Steel currently?
He's in Maymay's Reach.
It's
It's
the
closer than St. Moon's Reach.
it's the island in the middle of the lake.
Isn't that also where the army is located?
No,
Close to that.
The army is
No.
near Turs, which is north of it.
We could possibly pass by them, so we'll need to be careful and stay out of sight.
They're very close to the town at this point.
But that does look like a more viable solution. Head Maymay's Reach, pick up Steel, make sure he's safe, and then we can head to Galloping Dam, St. Moon's Reach, and then to Clovenham.
Well, we'll need some time after we deliver the ladder to do something.
Time to do that.
Anything? We can ask you for help.
I wonder
Yeah.
if your plan made something happen at Tubbs.
People are kind of talking over each other. Say that again.
Who?
You and Nightshine both.
Nightshine, you go first.
Okay. I was saying that after we deliver the ladder, they still need some time to do something to help us. They won't be able to help us right away.
I mean, we got like the robot or the golem in a few days after the letter got sent to them. So
Yeah, we were focused on delivering the letters, were we not? If we go to Maymay Breach, we could pick up Steel either before or immediately after, and then continue on to Galloping Dam.
Seems like a good idea.
Either way, time is of the essence.
Indeed. I say that's a pretty good plan of action.
Let's do it then.
Are there any objections?
I have none.
Did you check how much fuel is in the ship? Or have you made some already?
Well, we need to give her a spin to work out how much it uses. But I think we're good for now. Probably should resupply at some point.
Yeah. Well, you could have went into Villager Town and bought some for yourself, you know.
Wow. A little short on funds.
Ah.
We can assist as needed. But there was something else important we needed to discuss. Lightning, the goggles that you found that drilled into your skull.
Did you find something out of that?
I think we should give them over to Nightshine for study. He's the best learner from all of us, and he speaks them.
Maybe I can figure something out.
You're breaking up really bad.
I've actually figured out the language of Ruben, and I thought I could actually do something with them.
If you know the language, perhaps the two of you could work together.
I'm alright taking the risk of weapons. I really don't mind.
Well, if you're sure that you can handle it and that, you know, because last time you wore them, I do believe, from hearing about secondhand, you ended up almost passing out.
Oh no, she passed out.
Yeah, she was completely unconscious and we had to rip it off of her skull.
Yeah, and then you ripped them out of my skull and repeated
Yeah.
the fucking wound damage.
Yeah, she told me about that. As long as you're able to realize that when it starts hurting, you need to take them off, then, you know, that's fine.
She can't take them off.
That's possible. You just need to figure out how to do it safely. Not just rip them out of my skull!
I do have the ability to use healing. Not supernatural healing, but I'm able to use doctor's tools pretty well. So I'm able to actually help out on that front.
Alright.
Burns.
Nightshine, wanna help me take a look at these things?
I can after I take a look at other things, but like I'm trying to say, Burns, she cannot remove them. It gets glued to her head.
Have you checked all around the thing? Make sure there's no buttons or triggering mechanisms that can release it?
They couldn't get a good look at it since I put them on.
If I recall, you said there was a lot of ruminant text that went across your vision. There might be some kind of word that you could speak in ruminant to take them off.
That's a very good point, actually.
Here's what I do. If you're going to study it, see if you can figure first out a way to take them off safely without injury.
Alright. She takes out the goggles and like puts them on the table. Oh, we'll do it now since we got safe. You all okay with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Let's look them over first, see if there's anything we missed before putting them on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in fact, what Bernd is gonna do is he's gonna use perception on the goggles, see if there's anything like on the inside of the headband. See
Okay.
if there's any.
So you're looking along where basically your eyes will kind of go. Is that where you're looking?
No, I'm holding it up and I'm looking inside from the bottom. I'm not dumb enough to put it on my head right now.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying that's where you're looking, where
Oh.
where your eyes would go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So the only thing you really can make out, it looks like there's padding there to obviously make it probably more comfortable for the user. They're kind of big and bulky. They're a lot heavier than you when you first thought picking them up. You actually feel their weight. There's obviously lots of little screens inside. You can see a lot of wiring and all sorts of things, but there's no buttons or levers or anything that you can see.
Alright, there's no, nothing that looks like writing inside of it either?
No, you can't even see the other side. It just looks like blank.
Huh. He's gonna set him down on the table. I couldn't see any inscriptions or writing or anything like that underneath it. So...
She'll take a look at it, see if there's anything interesting that might help her be able to pick it up.
Help out in that.
No, you did not find anything that would look like a manual.
There was a lot of text writing on a nearby table. The milk thistle turned all of those over to the Nightmare Temple. Oh, that reminds me, Nightshine. I spoke with the shop owner of
Absolutely
something.
everything.
Absolutely everything. Thank you. And they found a potential buyer for your little device.
Don't you mean Bernd? Because he's the one that had the stapler.
Oh, I thought it was Nightshine who had this.
No. No,
Milk Thistle does a double take and says, "Oh, my apologies. I meant you, Burn."
it's alright. So... It's a buyer, huh?
They haven't offered a price and not even guarantee that they do want to buy it, but there is interest in it.
Not a bad thing to look into when we get back.
Well, he was doing
was it?
he was doing all the work for you, so he'll be able to
Yeah.
tell you if it happens. All right.
Yeah.
So you guys looking over it, there's nothing more that you notice that from your last time that you're looking at it. As far as you can tell, it looks like it's very much deactivated. There's no signs of life. You can't see anything in the screens or anything like that. If anything, they just look like and feel like just overweighted, like a weird glasses / goggle system.
Lightning will sigh and will put on the goggles.
Are you you put them over your head? Are you sliding them down so they go over your eyes?
Yes.
Alright, as they go over her eyes, all the little bits of machinery, the cogs, the sort of odd sort of little glasses, like magnifying glass type thing, all start moving and activating, so the whole thing comes to life. There's a momentary blackness, but then obviously you can see everything perfectly fine in the vicinity. And you're starting to, as everything sort of comes into focus, you're seeing words popping up in front of you. You can now kind of make out what they're saying. It's listing things like table, chair, paper. When you look at people, it indicates creature. And you basically, as you're looking around, it seems to sort of pick out what objects are.
Is it hurting her?
You're feeling a slight little headache.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
So,
That's non-lethal damage.
Yeah.
what do you see?
Yeah. I can actually fucking read this now. Yeah, it's like a little... It's listing out everything I look at, which is actually quite helpful.
Is there anything that you're seeing that says how to deactivate it or remove it?
Is there anything similar to that?
There's nothing what seems to be indicate that at all.
No. But, wait. Besides highlight the goggles, can I just slide the goggles up?
Are you going to try?
Yeah, she attempts to slide just the goggle, like the glasses part of the goggles.
You what? Slide it up.
Yeah. No, actually take it off, slide it up.
Slide it up. When you want to try and slide it up, you kind of, because of how big and bulky it is, you kind of have to move the whole thing upwards. If you try and just slide it up, it's going to go kind of fall off your head. So.
Oh, so she can just take it off?
Yeah, you seem to be able to remove it. There's a momentarily of it. It feels a bit difficult, but then it comes off.
Wait, what?
Well, that's certainly promising.
You can do that before, right?
That he's gonna do a quick examination and see if lightning has any indication of damage using the heal check.
Sure. She seems to have two very small holes in the side of her head. But you only really noticed it because there was a little bit of blood, but not much.
Alright. Well, it looks like whatever it was that caused the damage first time, not as bad now. I still think you should go and try to rest up a bit. Because it looks like you're bleeding a bit.
I mean, it's like dry blood, like it basically, whatever where it was bleeding from, stopped bleeding very quickly.
Oh.
So it's like... Okay. So I think... Did this happen last time you took the goggles off me? If she rubs her head?
No, the last time we took them off, they were very difficult. We basically had to rip it out of your skull, and it caused severe
The longer I wear it, the more it drills into my skull.
Other than
Interesting.
other than information about your immediate surroundings, did you gain anything useful?
Was there anything interesting about what I was looking
From what you remember before you understood all this, you would know if you focus on something, more text does appear.
Right, so she put the goggles back on. And
So-
she's gonna go upstairs to the robot.
So, obviously, as you put it on, it activates, it comes on, you start getting the initial information, and as it activates and does stuff, you take 5 points of non-lethal damage.
Ow.
And I'm going to move us back to the map of the ship rather than the map of the table.
And she is gonna focus in on that robot. As it just stares at her.
Move yourself upstairs. Yeah, so as you come upstairs, it will turn around, lock eyes on you, and it will just sort of stare as you approach it. Again, now something a bit different happens here. It actually gives you. It says worker B5126.
B5126. Worker B5126. Is there more details about it?
Are you focusing on it more?
Yes.
Okay. Hold on, I'm giving it its name. Right. As you begin to focus on it, more information actually begins to open up about it. You take 7 points of non-lethal damage.
Ouchie.
And I'm going to put a secondary thing on so I can keep an eye on your non-lethal damage. That was 6.
I have 13 non-lethal damage.
Cool, there we go.
Would a perception check reveal exactly what's causing the damage to her?
Not from a distance.
What about from here?
You would literally have to sort of like be properly like examining her head and everything else like that. So like inside her personal space. But yes, stood there, you can do it.
All right, yeah, Milk Thistle's going to be up in your business, but he'll explain that he's trying to see what's hurting you.
Alright, so Lightning, as you get more information about this, it basically comes up and tells you that this is a combat model designed for scouting missions. It is more agile, specialising in disarming opponents and using their own weapons against them. It then basically gives you the option to interface.
Ooh, interface.
Oh.
I will open that interface.
Okay, Milk Thistle. It clearly looks like the goggles, as they sort of connect to like where they slide in towards the side of her head, where the marks were. You are pretty sure there is something going along down the side of her head, where those holes were. So you're pretty sure that is where that connection is being made.
Oh, it's the wires connecting and they're like sending shocks.
Lightning, you are also able to pick up some, before you go into interfacing, you are able to get some additional information, like it's currently operating at something like 60% combat operation. It does tell you that it should undergo maintenance, and it does seem to give you indications that most of its weaponry seems to be disabled. And you go to interface with it, which goes up to this much then for that.
Oh god.
Right, with interfacing, a lot more has basically appeared. You actually get its full diagnostics data and information. Quite a lot of its systems are sort of in some of its sort of memory and its processing, and a number of other things are sort of damaged or in need of replacement. And the system indicates that it's going to it should undergo immediate maintenance. You are also able to see its current kind of health condition, and you can also tell that it is currently connected to a network of some sort, as there are other connections to this particular thing, and there are names for those connections, which you can choose to attempt to connect to if you wish. It also gives you a full rundown of its armaments, which are not active and need to be, what's the word I'm looking for, rearmed basically, or reloaded is probably the better word. As best you can tell, it looks like it probably has some sort of flame system, as well as potentially some sort of electricity effect as well, but that one seems critically damaged and requires repair.
I would like to take a look at these connections.
While she's doing that, Milk Thistle's going to point to Night Shine where the holes are. You said something was moving towards them?
Oh,
Is it like
you can tell that there's movement there, and you're probably also noticing a little bit of blood sort of dripping down her side of her head at this point.
Can I see if something is going into her skull?
You would have to move the goggles out of the way to see that, I'm afraid, because they are kind of sort of very flush to the side of her head.
Is Lightning feeling the thing in your head?
All you're feeling is a headache from like almost like there's a lot going on all at once, and it's sort of that sort of like intense information sort of feeling headache. That's all you're getting.
Okay.
So you have 5 choices to connect to. They seem to be other similar designations to what this worker is, and they are all different. They're all different workers, as far as you can tell. Do you just want to pick one at random, or I can give you all of their designations if you wish to?
I would like all of their designations, please.
Okay, is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I was making sure I had the right designations. Space. One, 2, 3. Yep, that's all 5 of them.
I will pick one at random. Just the 1d5. Worker 82862.
So the last one on the list. Okay. You connect to. It basically goes establishing network connection. As you take 13 points of non-lethal damage. And I basically it's almost like you for a moment it seems like you establish connection to another screens, because like a smaller, like almost camera-like thing loads up, and you're like seeing through somebody else's eyes. It almost is a sense that you're looking through somebody who's got like night vision goggles, and they seem to be going through a forest, as best you can tell. It then suddenly something crops up saying access code required. Restricted unit accessed.
I don't know the access code.
Is it?
IC3 CR34M.
As you sort of say that in ruminant, as you say that in Sylvan, nothing happens. Then there's a momentarily thing of it basically just seems to go access restricted, and then that thing just closes, and you're back with the information with this particular robot.
Okay. Can I get the location of the nearest maintenance facility? She tries to say in ruminant.
You sort of You roll me linguistics, because you've got to try and think about how you want to say things in ruminant.
Someone assist me. Oh my god. Please assist.
Uh,
If I roll more than a 7, I would be very happy today.
I don't think. Do I have linguistics?
if you have, if you know ruminant and have linguistics, you can try and help Lightning with what she's got to try and say.
I mean, I have linguistics, but I don't have ruminant, so.
You can give her most of how you think the words will sound, Lightning, Nightshine. It's very crude, so you basically all you can really go with is close maintenance location. It's kind of like that sort of very specific words. But you're able to be given that, and you kind of semi-butcher it, but you can get it out. It then goes, basically, stuff slashes up, connecting to ruminant network, network critical damaged, facilities offline.
Okay. That's interesting. Wait, does it actually say where one is?
No.
Fuck. Can she try and take the goggles off by sliding them up?
So you're attempting to basically, if you slide them up, that means you're attempting to remove.
Yeah.
Okay. So
She'll close her eyes as she does it.
as you go to remove them, it feels difficult to start with, and you do get a bit of a sharp stabbing pain. But after that passes, you can remove them off your head.
Nice.
Um,
Figured it out.
What'd you find out?
There's more of these things.
Is there really? At that, his eyes sort of widen a bit.
There's worker C5756, M7464, B6464, 3753, and A2862. One, I tapped into A2, and that one is, from the little bit I could tell, is walking through a forest at this very moment. Now, I'm just gonna go with a hunch here, and say that they're heading for Steel.
Yeah, that's what That's what I think as well. It's a possibility. So we might need to hurry up.
Probably head to Maymay's Reach. I need to go lie down.
Indeed.
But hey, we figured out how to use the goggles.
Quite so.
And I can safely take them off without you ripping them out my skull.
Can I try it?
What?
The goggles.
Wait, what? Do you want them?
He wants to know if he could try them.
Sure. If you want to, like, you can focus on things. Focusing on this guy definitely gave me more than I thought I was gonna get. This guy needs maintenance too.
By the way, which one did you connect to?
I've connected to A2862. See if you can connect to another one.
I think I have a better idea. And if you let him, he's gonna put it on.
She will let him put them on. By the way, unless you know any ruminant passcode, you won't be getting too much.
Alright, you slip them onto your head. It whirs and starts coming to life. And you enjoy the first first 5 points of non-lethal damage.
Ouch.
But you start getting, obviously, words appearing over basically everything. It's, like I said, surface level information, just basically telling you almost what the object is.
I wanna try to interface with the one to aligning interface with.
So you're going to look at the ruminant deer, focus on it to get that menu open, which when you connect to it, you do take an additional 7 points of non-lethal. Right, and you do get the choice to obviously interface with. You get all the same information that Lightning had previously.
I wanna interface with the one to aligning interface.
You want to
H.
interface with Alpha 2862.
I think she said it was B6.
82862.
Anyway, yeah, that one.
Alright, so you're interfacing with number A again. Okay. So you begin to access it, which would scramble your brain again. Obviously, the entire time you're feeling a headache in your mind. So you will take 15 as the link is established. Yeah, it's all non-lethal.
Are you okay?
Alright, as you focus on it, Nightshine, you get like another screen pop up, which is almost like you're looking through a camera. It's kind of in a black and white thing aspect, but you're seeing that you're walking through it looks like it's walking through a woodland. It then pop up. You then get it says passwords restricted.
I just want to look at the place he's at. I want to see if I can try to identify the place.
Okay, it's going to prove very difficult because you're only seeing it in black and white, and you're not really seeing much other than woodland. If you have knowledge nature, you might be able to get some information about the trees.
Before doing that, I'm gonna cast guidance on myself.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna try it by outside my 1d6. 23.
23. Okay, so that will be the DC. So as you do concentrate on it, you are aware that Everglow has a number of unique sort of regions, and you think that this might be the trees that are around Everrain.
That's somewhere near Malmau's Reach?
There's a map downstairs if you want to.
Yeah, looking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, you believe it is the trees of Everrain.
Next one. I wanna try to close the interface and
It already
look at
closed on
that?
you because you didn't give a passcode.
Yeah. Can I say close
No,
or something like that?
it already closed, like I said, because you didn't give a password.
I gonna try and double check. Is the one near us B3 or B6?
The one stood in front of you is. Well, he's got his name on the thing, but everyone's stood in the way.
B, the one that starts with a B.
Yeah,
Alright, 1, 2.
he is B. The one currently stood in front of you is B5126.
Then I'm going to interface with B3753.
All right. Again, same thing happens as you do interface with it, though. You take 13 points of non-lethal. This one you temporarily connect to. It also again asks you to enter a code. Now, what you are seeing is it appears to be pushing something. What appears to be quite large, but it's on wheels. It looks like a strange device, as far as you can tell. You are seeing some trees as well, but it's mostly this device.
Is it the same trees that I looked before?
Yes, they appear to be similar.
Is he asking for a code?
Yes.
I'm gonna wait until he kicks me out.
It kicks you out relatively quickly afterwards, without you doing anything.
Next one. B... B6? Yeah, B6.
B6, okay.
Anything about if it's combat model?
No, you didn't get any information like that. You get 8 non-lethal damage.
Yay!
Again, this one you see the trees, but you also see what appears to be almost like a stag walking just off to the side of him. Seems to have a rather large weapon.
Yes, I recognize him.
Yes.
Do I see the trees too?
Yes.
Hey. Last one.
You go to establish the connection as you get booted out.
And this one will be there.
Well, this one hurt. 9 non-lethal.
Oh. Oh, there are 5 of them besides the one that already hurt.
Yep. So this one is different. All you can see around is sand.
Oh, I found the one that attacked me. It was the C, right?
That was the next one. I assume you were going down.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That would be M.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be it.
As I I know I will go unconscious, but I will try. Next one.
If you go unconscious, I don't think we can remove it for you. You have to take it off.
Yeah.
10 points of non-lethal. You will go unconscious. I will give you a whisper just to indicate what you might see with C.
Oh, Knight's gone unconscious. Let's get it off.
Yep.
All right, Milk Thistle catches Knight so he doesn't bash his fragile little head on the floor.
Might chip his horn.
Bernd is going to look to the others and say, well, should we get him on the table and get to work on removing this thing?
It shouldn't be too hard. Just slide it up. It'll sting a little for him, but that'll be fine.
The last time someone forcefully removed it, it had to be ripped out. I think he has to be the one to take it off willingly.
Well, I mean, we can give it a shot, but otherwise, as long as he doesn't open his eyes, we'll be fine. As
If we
late
give him,
to
if we give him,
slow. Oh. What was that, Mel?
if we give him a small measure of healing, he can regain consciousness and then he can take it off.
Yeah, try that then.
This is true.
I'll just boop him.
1 second, don't beep him just yet. Let me finish this.
Alright. God is telling me not to boop him yet.
Ah, man. Princess Lumen.
Defy the gods. Forge your own path.
Blaze your way to glory!
The gods have no right to claim control over our lives.
Lion, how are you looking after my first boop to you?
I'm doing fine.
You can
That's what the
boop
rest
him now.
will do. Knight, keep your eyes closed.
Alexandra, I do believe you get 4d6 now that you're level 7.
Let's see here.
Unless you multi-classed.
So, 1.
A level 7 cleric gets 4d6
Three.
channel.
No, it's not channel. He's using lay on hooves, so it's a bit different.
Yeah.
It starts at level 2, so it's every even number instead of every odd number. You increase it. So at 8, it will go up by 1.
That's what I get.
But you do regain consciousness, Nightshine.
I open my eyes and I have a headache.
So as you open your eyes, suddenly you start seeing all the text and stuff around you.
Knight, close your eyes.
Take 2 points of non-lethal.
I'm gonna remove the helmet.
You go to remove it, but it seems to be very difficult, almost like it's stuck.
Uh-oh.
Ah, shit.
I believe you left it on for too long.
Yep.
Not close my eye.
Actually, I think it's because he went unconscious.
You close your eyes, the machinery and everything else deactivates. Your eyes are closed.
Now try and slide it off.
Try to slide it off.
It seems to be stuck. Can't seem to remove it.
Alright, I mean, I could give a heal check to try and help loosen it by very carefully pushing the sides apart.
That wouldn't be a heal check, that would be more trying to use your strength to try and push it off.
Alright, strength.
Don't break the goggles.
Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna try to use my strength in this case to help him get the goggles off while being careful not to damage them.
I don't believe that's possible.
Looks like he got a rip out of his head. It's because he went unconscious. It's gotta be.
Alright. Well, here we go.
The same thing happened with me.
Alright, so also you're being careful about it. You go You go to remove it very carefully. As you sort of pull, you pull obviously part of his skin away, and it kind of rips a little bit, and you see some tendrils what were coming out of his skull, and they sort of zip back into the goggles. Nightshine, you will take. You healed that much, so you take this much lethal damage as it is removed off your head.
I'm sorry, I tried not to.
Staggered. But thank you.
I
Yeah, it
believe.
might be because we're healing over the wounds. That might be what's going on.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, so, Burned is being very careful to try and not hurt Nightshine as much as possible. And as he sees the bit of blood and the wires that go back into the goggles, he sort of cringes as he pulls the goggles up and off of him. Sorry about that. I tried not to pull too hard.
don't heal while the goggles are on.
Yeah.
It's making wounds inside your head, so when I have to lay on who's both of you, I think it healed the holes.
Heal the skin over the hole.
Yeah.
Well, in the meantime, I think it's best if the goggles are removed by the person using them before they fall unconscious.
Yeah. Meaning, who knows how long.
And if they fall unconscious, it's just gonna be a little iffy. It's either that, just wait for them to wake up and like put a blindfold under the goggles. So they
Yeah.
don't immediately pass out.
Well, I have work to do. I need to craft some scrolls and then work on my own personal project. I'll be down on the second deck.
Alright, and with that, he's gonna hand the goggles to Lightning. Here. You
Yeah.
and Nightshine should keep these safe.
Yeah. Should check to see if there's any damage on them. You're right now?
Milk, can I talk with you for 1 minute?
Sure, come with me. Look, this soul goes downstairs and gets into this room with the books because it seems like a quiet place.
Now I'm curious. I'm following you now.
I'm going to staggerly walk down the stairs.
Lightning is going to follow.
And he's gonna say, I need to talk with you with no one listening. For now.
Night.
Is okay. Was Lightning in within earshot of him saying that?
Yeah, because Lightning's sort of literally just following behind him.
I have an idea, he says, as he tries to open the door.
The door is open, I believe. You should be able to walk through it.
He walks inside.
Well, if we need some privacy, would you excuse us, Lightning? And take what could be.
He's not looking at her. There's no way for him to like have eyesight of her, right?
Sorry, I didn't catch that, Lightning.
Nightshine can't see her, right? Because of the wall.
Nightshine
No, but-
can't, but Milk Thistle can.
Oh, well, of course, Milk. Of course. I respect your privacy. She casts invisibility.
What I would have done, Lightning, is I would have made my way back up above deck before
Yeah, where-
casting it.
Where did you cast invisibility? Right there in front of me?
Pretty much, by the looks of it.
Yeah, she'd be like, come on now.
Milk this soul opens the door and says, Lightning, please leave. And he's going to listen for her footsteps to leave.
Lightning stays completely still.
You're still here, Lightning.
She's gonna... I'm gonna roll bluff to make hoofsteps going up the stairs.
Okay.
Fuck!
That would be a sense motive to see if that's actually her footsteps.
I'm going to say perception more at this point because obviously you're listening out for it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I have a 20 to my stealth then.
So that
Even
would
if
be
you did,
32.
I would still be able
So
to protect you.
yeah, Milkfish, you're pretty certain she still stood there.
Lightning, you're just banging two coconuts together.
Oh, fine. As she goes upstairs.
The
Alright, Milkfist will slide his hoof out and he'll tap in this square and then all the other squares immediately around him just to make doubly sure she's gone.
You do not seem to hit anything.
Alright, Milkthistle sticks his head out. Alright, Nightshine, I believe we'll have privacy now.
Jesus Christ, who's getting spammed?
That's me. Discord likes to pick those up.
Yeah.
And then, as soon as Milk goes in, Lightning will stealth back downstairs.
Oh God.
Did you come in, Milk?
No, we're going to be in this room.
No.
Oh, do the stairs lead directly to this room?
Yeah, the stairs bring you into this room.
I thought the stairs led to here, and then we had to go into this door here.
No,
Okay,
no,
yeah.
but yeah, it's a bit weird, this room.
Alright, Milkthistle closes the door behind him.
Okay. Hold on.
I gonna come here and try to open this door.
That door is been sealed and no one's actually got it open yet.
And so I don't manage to open it. I just gonna be tired and sit here on the floor. As my family keeps watch to see that no one's trying to sneak in.
Lightning's just gonna put her ear to the door.
Okay.
Milkthistle and Nightshine are going to whisper.
I'll roll that stealth.
Don't have to roll stealth, it's a set DC.
Ah,
Plus with your distance.
What's on your mind, Nightshine? Passive aggressive PvP. Yeah, pretty much.
Yep.
I'm not going to honor their privacy. Okay, I'm going to be extra sneaky this time. Drat.
And he's
I don't
gonna
know. I've got a friend who you can't really trust to have privacy with because they've always got their finger on the audacity button to record conversations. So it's just gotten to the point where I'm like, yeah, I know you don't have to ask permission, but I just automatically assume you record everything I say.
Yeah. I mean, that's how some people work.
Okay.
jeez.
You're attempting to hear lightning, but the hum of the engine room to yourself and the walls seem to not let... sorry, no, you wouldn't hear the engine room. The walls themselves seem to... It seems difficult for sound to penetrate. You're not actually really able to hear anything other than feel the very slight vibration of the ship.
Damn it. She goes upstairs and falls invisibility.
Milk?
Yes.
Can you scry on someone?
Scrying. Let me think a moment. Out of character, I'm actually looking that spell up. I believe it's on the cleric list.
It's one level above you. So, I mean level 5 spell.
Unfortunately, that's beyond my reach at this time. The best I can do is help to prevent something from being scryed upon.
Hmm.
Oh, I just noticed the time.
Do you know someone who knows how to scry?
Many of the stronger priests at the temple could scry. Do you believe we're being scryed upon?
That's not it. I saw someone when I was looking through these goggles, and I don't know if I should speak up about it
Who did you,
because our group is prone to making terrible decisions.
who did you see?
Do you promise to not say anything?
I give my word.
He's gonna look down. I saw Swift Victory fighting one of the robots. Two, actually. Somewhere in the desert. And I know we can't get there in time, but if I say something, they may want to go there to try to find his corpse or something. And that's really out of our way right now, and I don't think we can accomplish much.
Do you know exactly where the fight was taking place?
No idea. I just saw sand.
Logically speaking, it wouldn't do us any good to try and go and find him because, like you just pointed out, it would be difficult to find him, and either he's a capable warrior and we'll be able to fight them off, or he's dead already. We won't be able to help or stop anything.
I do have one guess, but it's really a guess. Do you remember that robot the robot that found us and tried to kill us when we were going to the mine?
No, which robot was that?
Do you remember galloping down? We went south to, and we felt a behemoth or something.
You
Out
mean
of
the
honestly trying to remember, and I can't.
Okay.
The Bahir.
The Behir? Do you remember the Behir?
Yes,
Do you remember us being attacked by a robot that night?
I honestly don't.
Okay, we were attacked that night by robots.
Yeah, I don't think Milk was here that session.
Was he? I think he was the one that saw the small robots.
You want about
the
the small
swarm of
scarab?
small robots.
I remember the basilisks that the one that we killed during the day, and then we set the cave on fire to smoke it out. And then the deer attacked later that night. I actually don't remember a robot attacking us.
It was a clockwork spider thing, I think.
The form of clockworks, yeah.
Yeah, you destroyed it and it then broke out into like a two different swarms. Or was it three?
Oh, yeah, I do remember that. That was when I cast a spiritual weapon, and I killed it before it reached us, and then it broke out into the swarms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, I do remember.
Okay, so I look at all the five robots, and three of them were together in Everrain, or at least close, and two of them were near the sand. If we go to the place that has sand and is near Everrain, and somewhere close to the place where we found that robot, maybe we can find him there somewhere. But that's a big place, and I'm not sure.
I'm certain that Burned has close ties to his master, but unfortunately our mission comes first. The best we could do is simply inform him of what you've seen as a courtesy, but to make any kind of difference from where we stand, I don't believe that's possible.
Should we tell him now or later?
Milk Thistle thinks for a moment. If we keep it hidden from him, then it'll simply make the matter worse. We need to explain and make sure that he understands that we're not able to help him, but it would be courteous to let him know.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we'll just need to keep it secret.
I suppose it would be very hypocritical of me to hide it. So I think we should tell him.
Do you want assistance? Or can you?
I have an idea. And he's gonna try to get up. As exhausted as he is. Cha-cha-cha. He's
If you-
gonna... Yeah?
If you believe you can handle this on your own, then I'm going to be down here working. If you need anything, I'll be in this room over here with the table.
Okay. He's going to pet Lord Weasel and walk up.
Alright. I have moved the ship the many hexes that you will allow it to move burnt. And as you're navigating, this will probably be when Nightshine will come and find you.
Alright. Yeah, he's getting himself acquainted with the controls so far.
The captain is very much not telling you what to do, other than allowing you to sort of indicate when they're heading in the right direction and if they happen to go off course because of the wind.
Yeah, he would be sure to keep a watch on the directions and the wind and all that good stuff.
He's up on deck.
Alright. Oh,
Burn?
yeah.
Burnt?
Fine.
You should put on the goggles and look at the robot model C5756.
Why?
I think it's better you just see it.
He's gonna nod and look to the captain for a moment. If you'll excuse me, I'll be right back. And he's going to make his way over to where Lightning is and say, Lightning, may I see those goggles by chance? Lightning?
Huh?
May I see those goggles?
Sure.
Alright. He's gonna take them and let's see. He's gonna put them on. Which one was it? Nightshine C5756?
C5756.
Alright. Yeah, he's gonna put them on, and even though he can't read, he's gonna tell it to interface with C5756.
Cool. Okay, so it's going to happen in stages. So you put the goggles on. Your brain. Take 4 points of non-lethal damage.
Alright.
Alright, so there's a load of stuff up in front of you in Ruminant.
Alright.
What do you do?
Well, he's gonna interface with C5756.
There's nothing on screen what makes it look like that you can do that.
Oh, you need to focus in on worker B5.
Worker B5?
This guy.
Alright. Yeah, he's gonna focus on this guy.
Cool. You focus. You take 10 points of non-lethal damage. Right.
Alright.
You have a lot more text appearing in Ruminant.
There'll be something asking you to open connections.
I can't read Ruminant, Lightning. Which one is it?
Tell it open connection.
Open connections.
You focused on the word open connection rather than saying it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So unless you know what the word looks like, you wouldn't be able to focus on it.
Can
Yeah.
I try to see what he's seeing, but like going at a weird angle?
You wouldn't be able to see it, no.
Alright.
It's the third one from the left.
Yeah,
Alright.
well, I need to try to remember like where exactly open connection was on the goggles.
So third one on the left, I'm happy with that. So you look at the
Right.
third one on the left.
Yeah.
C5 was top of the list.
Yeah, so he's gonna focus on C5.
Yeah. So you do the thing, and roll 3d6 as you open your connection, or attempt to. All you get is a blank screen with some red text flashing up on it.
Does the screen look like it's all fuzzy, like a TV just got destroyed?
Just a black screen with some red text flashing up on it.
Alright. There's red text flashing on this screen.
Oh. It must be
Oh. Well, that's nice.
Yeah. Wait, why do you say that? He asks, and he's gonna close his eyes and he's gonna remove the goggles.
Alright. Again, there's a slight moment of where it's a little bit difficult, and then you can remove it fine.
Alright. As he removes it, he's gonna hand the goggles back to Lightning and look to Nightshine. Why did you want me to look through that?
That's my favorite color.
Yeah,
You're bullshitting.
that's a bluff. That's a bluff right there.
Are you saying that red is not a good color?
Nightshine.
Nightshine.
I love red.
For a private conversation, and suddenly you want Burns to look
I
at
mean,
the ruminant.
I think pretty much at this I think at this moment in time, you probably don't need sense motive to guess that Nightshine is hiding something.
What are you hiding?
Come on. If it was so secretive, and then you suddenly want Burn to look at it.
I saw your master, and he was fighting someone.
That
The robot?
2 robots.
2. Wait, what?
One's destroyed.
Yeah.
And the other one is not on the interface list.
Ah, shit. Well, we can't exactly go after him right now, because we have our own mission to worry about. My master would have understood that.
If he's strong enough to take on one of these robots single-handedly, he might be alright.
Indeed.
It took our entire group and Steel to take down this one.
Also, I should mention, the robots you thought were going to steal, they are on Everrain. They should be at least a week away from him.
Alright, then they don't actually... Okay. Yeah, let's go pick up Steel before they do get to him.
Yeah. And with that, Bernd is going to return
We'll
to
keep
doing...
an eye out.
Yeah. Bernd is gonna return to doing the navigation.
We'll keep an eye out for Swift on the way.
Indeed.
Swift Victor, Swift Gadget. Oh god, we know 2 Swifts!
Alex, boop me.
Alright.
Boop you?
Boop me.
I like to buy me dinner first.
We just had dinner. And my husband paid for it. Yay.
I hear that, Duck? Night has moved on.
Now I can read books. Choo.
Alright, so...
All right.
Yeah, let's keep going.
So you are able to navigate some of the stars, and you are able to go for a good distance until the captain gives out a yawn and just basically presses a few buttons and go, right, I'm done, sleep now.
Right. This is fair. Let's turn in for the night. We have a long way to go.
Yeah, talky Paddy. She's just going to go off and sort of drag her hooves.
All right.
Lightning, who do you want to turn into get rid of our entourage?
She'll turn into Baron.
Oh God.
All right, Milk Thistle for the first 2 hours is going to be working on scribing some scrolls. They're all under value of 1,000 or 250.
Yep.
So these will only take 2 hours per scroll. And at midnight, he'll prep his spells and then go up to the top deck for the second hour for a little bit of watch, and then return downstairs after waking up the next person to watch to continue working through the night.
I don't really think we need watch.
Yeah.
We always need watch. Any number of threats can be attacked.
We're on an airship that's flying. I don't think anyone's gonna come fuck us.
I mean, the only ones who would probably mess with us are either
Rocks.
pirate Pegasi or pirate Griffins.
The chance
the
attack
Rocks, and we'll be under the deck, so.
Hmm.
You can roll knowledge nature. Yes.
No, I did it on purpose.
Yeah, you have Burnt sharing the bed with you.
No, it turns back into lightning once the robot is in here.
Watch, the robot senses lightning, just comes bolting down the stairs.
The beds are only really designed for one person to sleep in. That's the only downside.
Doesn't matter. We'll make do.
You'll make it work.
Keep sleeping on, Alexandrite.
Yeah.
Let's see, that's 4 hours.
All
right.
If you're waking somebody up, Milk Thistle, who do you plan to disturb?
Milk Thistle will wake up Nightshine.
I think he's already awake.
Well, I mean, it's going to be a little bit of time passing. Milk Thistle's going to spend 4 hours scribing scrolls. He'll get 2 of them done. He'll prepare his spells and then do an hour of watch while he's up on the top deck up here. And then after that, he needs to be relieved so he can get a couple of hours of sleep and then maybe scribe 1 more scroll before the morning.
Nightshine's gonna say, I have a terrible headache. Go wake up someone else.
Are you sleeping in the chair in there?
Yeah, the other side there are people fucking.
Alright then, Milk Thistle will go and wake up Alexandra.
He's probably asleep at this point, but yeah.
Yeah, that's why he's getting woken up.
Yeah, just dump a bucket of ice cold water on him. I'm sure I'll be fine.
Milk Thistle creates water on top of Alexandrite.
Lightning and Alexandrite are now wet.
Alexandrite's gonna grab the sword.
Oh,
I hope you have a good reason for this.
You need to be on watch.
no, we don't.
Can't do that skull thing.
Go to sleep.
Ugh.
I don't have any dirt to prop it in. Go on watch, it's your turn.
Go to sleep now.
If they won't go on watch, I will. Burn said as he gets up and very slowly trudges his way out of the room.
We're on a fucking airship.
Alexandrite, you have final watch. And Milk
Fuck
Thistle,
you.
Milk Thistle's gonna go to sleep for a couple of hours.
Okay. Alright, Bert, you have your watch.
Yep.
You do not spot anything in the night sky to horribly maul you.
Alright. Yeah, I assume the stars look, actually, real quick. I'm gonna use my astronomer profession real quick, because just make sure the stars look right.
I mean, the stars are in the right place where they should be for this time of year.
Alright, so nothing seems off about them? No stars or flickering or anything like that?
No, they're still all normal, like stars.
Alright. He's gonna go back down and he's gonna very gently rouse Nightshine. Hey, come on. You're up for watch.
And he's gonna say, "No, I'm not," and go back to sleep.
Nightshine. This is gonna be a... Let me see, do I have diplomacy? Yes, I do. Come on, Nightshine. Milk Thistle and I did our watches. It's your time to do yours.
I believe he's going to sleep.
Alright, in that case, he's gonna walk right past.
Hang on, could
Lightning.
Lightning hear those two?
No, because you will be in bed asleep with Alexandrite at this point, I reckon.
Ah,
Lightning. Lightning. Nightshine is refusing to do his watch, and
Burns
Alexandra-
will see a very angry, naked Lightning get out of the bed and glare at him. What?
Whoa, easy. We all have... I know that there's not a lot to worry about here in the sky, but we still need to do our watch. Hate me as much as you want.
Does Milk Thistle hear the commotion?
Probably, given the fact that it was in the same room.
All right.
She
Milk
doesn't even bother getting dressed. She just goes upstairs.
Thistle will stand up and stretch. He feels well rested and filled with lots of energy. And he's going to cast Fastidiousness on himself. And then he's going to return to the table and continue scribing scrolls. What time of day is it right now?
It's probably about 2 hours before dawn.
Alright, so Milk Thistle will spend the next 2 hours scribing a scroll.
Well, actually,
And
no,
I think
it's
by the-
summer. Sorry, it will probably still be... It'll probably be light and... because it's obviously summertime at the moment, so... It'll be 2 hours before people normally start waking up.
Okay.
Lightning sighs and does watch.
Well, in this time, Milk Thistle has scribed a Scroll of Comprehend Languages, Scroll of Dispel Magic, and... Let's see, what is he working on next? Oh, Scroll of Hold Person. That'll be the one he's working on now.
Okay.
Wait, Swift there?
Sorry?
Wait, is Swift there or is she in bed somewhere?
Oh, she's in bed. She's in the cabin quarters, which is just below this bit here, which there isn't. It isn't on the map.
Lightning just stares at B5. Oh, you come here often?
Just looks at you.
Right.
Also, I noticed the helm is over here below deck instead of on top of the ship.
It's because she had to dismantle it to actually fit the control panel to fly the ship.
So that no longer steers the ship then, or is that just working when it's in water?
That's no longer attached to anything.
Okay.
Yeah, it's more like a Star Trek control panel thing.
Okay. Also, is this the end of the session? It's a
Yeah,
bit late.
we will end the session here, and we will begin it where you guys are ready for travel in the morning and adventure.
All right. Good
Oh.
session.
Yeah, that was fun. Thank you guys.
You guys
Not
are starting to unlock the mystery of the goggles a little bit more. So,
And I'd like to compliment both Lightning Streak and Nightshine for the spectacular character growth that they've shown. They have not made complete asses of themselves.
I'll tell you.
If anyone made an ass of themselves, Alexandra healed Night.
I mean, to be fair, it's not like, we knew it was gonna frickin' heal the holes. I mean, Bird didn't know.
Yeah,
I mean,
now
yeah.
we know.
And that's
And
half
I'm-
the battle.
I'm guessing the more magical healing that's done, the more embedded the screws become.
I mean, the only way you'll know that is if you start experimenting.
Right, but given the fact that we nearly fully healed Lightning the first time we tried to remove them, and it did literal brain damage to her, whereas with Nightshine it just did a measure of lethal damage, I think that made a big difference.
I'm gonna head out. I'll see you guys later.
See you
Yeah.
later.
Bye.
Yep. I mean, that is a conclusion you can come to.
It makes sense to me.
Have a good one.
Alright.
See you
Have a
guys.
good one.
I think we're still recording, so thank you everyone for joining us on our very sexy and sensual 69th session. This is definitely a PG-13 session that we did here today, and we thank you for joining us.
Yep.
We now have 2 people on the deck, or 2 naked people on the deck.
Yes.
And a robot.
And a robot, yes.
Even more fun.
Alright. Goodbye, stream, and thank you for joining us today, and I hope you guys had fun.
Auf Wiedersehen.